All right. It's Thursday. You already know what that means. That's right. It's another excuse for another episode of Let's Talk Photography. Yes, absolutely. I've got some great stuff to share with all of you. We have Derek's intro song that I'll be sharing with all of you. I have some merch coming up I want to share with you. But most importantly, okay, I want to discuss with all of you. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up right here. We're going to be talking about how to develop your photography style. That's right. We're going to be talking about the I in photography. Let's get it, shall we? Right.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of free $99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.
All right. Welcome, one and all. All creatives are welcome, photographers specifically. All right. As I said, today we're going to be discussing the I in photography. I already see comments popping up, opinions. I love it. Okay. But before we get to all that, let us get this party started. First thing, before I bring up photography news and the product highlight of this episode, I want to introduce my co-host now. He's starting to turn into a co-host. I hope he doesn't have a budget. I'll tell you that right now. It's looking ugly if he wants a budget. But we got Derek. And I want to share with all of you because all of you have spoken. The people have spoken. And you all said Derek should get his own intro song. Well, I heard you all. Please, no rioting. I heard you all. And because of that, here we go. Derek is in the house, y'all. Yeah. And here we go. Okay. Well, no jokes. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go.
Really?
There we go. We got Derek. You know you riding to this one. I know you riding to this one. All right. So there we go. Derek's intro song. That's right. It's not because it's rap and he's black. It's not because of that. It's because we're both black. Well, at least I'm half. And that's enough for that song to drop so damn hard. So there we go, folks.
Is
That's
it
right.
because I look like Quavo?
Yeah, there we go. Exactly. How about we just, hey, photographers, you know we got to have music on the set. We got to have music in the set or in the studio. So let's, DJ, drop that one more time. Let's turn it up a little bit. I'm going to turn on the AC with the, Oh, I'm going to do it to the right hand too. Yeah, there we go. So, hey, honestly though, Derek, yeah, don't act like you didn't hear it. You know, it's so funny though, when I chose that song, bro, I played it like 15 times in a row because the beat was hitting so hard.
That turned into you turned it into a whole album.
I was about to. You lucky I didn't have time to write something. I would have threw something on there, a few lyrics or two, you know. All my subs would have dropped to 0 if I did that.
Oh man.
Okay, so this week, as I said, it's gonna be all about developing your own photography style. Now, I have a couple of questions, of course. We're going to keep this tight, keep the show tight, meaning on track. And we're going to be talking about the I in photography. And Derek, I know you and I have talked about this countless times, you know, developing our own style, what makes us unique from the photographer next to us, that sort of thing. So I'm sure we're going to be able to have a lot to say. And I already see tons of comments already. Okay, please don't get your cameras in a bunch. Not your panties, your cameras, folks. But I do want to hear your opinion. Before we get to all that, let's get the business out the way. If you haven't already, shame on you. Okay, go ahead and follow me on Facebook at Robert Silver Photography. I'm on Instagram, Robert Silver Photography. I'm on TikTok, not dancing but posting. That's right, Robert Silver Photography. I'm on Twitter. Yes, I post at least 2 to 3 times on Twitter. Twitter is so easy to post something. I got to get more active on TikTok, really. But there I am. Please go ahead and follow me. My links are in the description section down below. And if you're in a following mood, you know what? I love it. And I'm going to support you by giving you someone else to follow. Go ahead and follow Derek on Instagram at Derek Benton Photography, right? Yeah, come
I
on,
do that.
follow Derek, please. Um, so make sure you go ahead and follow him. You know what, my man? I'm so sorry, bro. I need to put your link in the description section, so I apologize already.
Okay.
Um, if you're in here feeling great, make sure you go ahead and press that like, that share, and subscribe. That's right, I said it. Subscribe. All right. So go ahead and subscribe. It really helps. The likes really help. And if you comment, that helps even better. Now, if you share it, now that helps. All of it matters. Thank you very much. Whatever you can do. And if you're in a helping mood, if you're seriously just like feeling outrageously and you just want to in a giving mood, go ahead and press that super chat or super sticker. Okay.
Sorry.
Whatever you can do helps me to helps Derek to turn his lights back on, but also helps me to further make more content for all of you, because believe it or not, behind the scenes I'm working with connecting with brands to get reviews for all of you to enjoy. Also, I'm going to be posting more tutorials if you haven't noticed already. All right, this was my latest tutorial for those who shoot Lumix. I talked about how to get the most accurate white balance in your setting your custom white balance in the cameras. This I use all the time for video and for photography. It's a real easy step. I'm going to be talking about that for Nikon as well. I have so much more to give. One video I'll be doing is about one of my favorite flashes I love using. So I'm going to be posting that video as well. So whatever you can do to help really does help, believe it or not. I do want to let you know. Oh, hold on. I gotta get this right. I want to, you know what? Before I mention this, let me check out some comments. Okay, come on, Derek. Let's go ahead and check these comments out. All right, we got a lot going on. Cooley's in the house. You know Cooley's gonna make it. We already knew that.
Oh yeah. Cooley. Cooley was
Honestly,
here 2 hours early.
you know what? It says 4:59. I was looking for at 4 o'clock. I was like, where's Cooley at? Anyway, so there he is. And J Rod comes in the house. And he's already saying the eye is the artist's approach to the scene. Try and capture the magic that no one else is looking for. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, J Rod. Appreciate that. I think you got something going on there. Absolutely, 100%. Oh, he says rock and roll, baby. Yeah, he's probably jamming away. And then we got Mark in the house. Thank you, Mark, for checking in all the way from Sacktown. Is that what they call it? They call it Sacktown? Somebody help me out.
I
No?
guess so. You call it Sack? Yeah, Sacktown. That's it.
Do they out there banging in Sacktown? I don't know, but here we go. Sacktown for you. There we go. All right. Shout out to Mark. And then we got Rob in the house, RBJ. He was posting some nice photos today. Everybody go check him out on Instagram. He's posting some great some portraits. Oh, front cove brother. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he's talking about the front cover, probably. He's probably talking about that front cover. But that's what's up. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. J Rod says merch. That's right, brother. We got, you know what? I've been working on the right kind of cool merch that resonates to us photographers and thought it was cool. I've been designing. I have 2 designs I'm going to share with you. Derek, you already saw them. You'll act surprised anyway. And then and I'll be sharing that. Exactly. There you go, brother. Don't give that face away, man. That was awesome.
Man, I should start acting too. I'm
And then
talented.
we also Oh, Derek said he's gonna. Oh, J Rod said Derek's gonna start charging you. You know what? Hey, that's what friends are for. You know what I mean? He helps me out. I help him.
Yeah.
Trust me, I help him out in a lot of ways. You guys don't know. It's a give and take, and Derek has been definitely the best person in the corner for 2 years now. 2 years
Yeah, it's a
that you
little
came to
over
the
2 years.
workshop.
Yeah.
Okay, copy that. Hey man, wait, say something.
Something.
You need a mic or something, huh? I got something for you though.
Wait
You
a
want a
second.
mic?
Hold on.
Do you have an actual mic?
I have a mic, but it's in storage right now.
Copy
Um,
that. I'm gonna
you
I
can't
think
hear
I
me?
have yeah, I can hear you fine, but I think we can improve the audio is what I'm saying.
I got you. I got you.
Super cheap because you're using your cell phone, right? I got something for you if you are. Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Wait.
Matthew Card says, "Evening, Robert. Thank you, sir." And Compton Design. The eye is the art of composition and the science of light coming together in perfect harmony. Yes. What did he say? Namaste. Okay. Absolutely. And then J Rod says, the Fuji man is in the house.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I
I got
actually
my
saw.
Fuji is locked up in a bag somewhere.
Is it? Well, they're coming. I have some Fuji news for you later.
I
Okay.
know. I know. I know the news.
Okay, well, hush your mouth then. I got a news section just for all this damn news. Okay. All right.
Uh,
Mark says, I got you with the Beatz. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, he must. I don't know, Mark. Hey, man, this one was pretty. Oh, shoot. Hey, I wish I could make like a visual effect. That's Derek. Derek's beat.
that's funny.
Anyway, so and then we also have Matthew Card on do a rap. Oh yeah, that is not gonna happen, my friend. I'm sorry. That's a big fat nope. That's not gonna happen. But if I did, you have to promise to still subscribe, okay?
Oh
Simon
man.
says, evening, Robert. Thank you, Simon. I know he's coming in from I want to say Nigeria. Okay. Thank you, my Nigerian brothers, brethrens. Oh, which flash? Matt, I'm gonna be matter of fact, the next video I have is what's the next video I have? I'm doing something on shutter speed, then I have a lens review, and then after that, I'll be doing the flash. Okay. Be patient. You already know. Subscribe to stay tuned. I got you. It's gonna be very affordable, but one I've used and I've done fantastic work with. Derek, don't say a damn thing. Okay, moving right along. I say that because Derek probably already knows or has a very good idea.
I'm struggling
Um,
over here to keep my mouth shut.
yeah. Yeah, don't let it out, man. RBJ says yes, cover, yes. What? Hold on, let me pull this up. Folks, let me share with you something recent that just happened. Okay. Check this out, folks. That's right. Your boy has just been published on the cover of Mal V magazine. Yeah. That's right. That's right. A bomb drop. You know what? I might have to do this too. Oh, yeah. All right. So I shot this cover. It just got published. I just got the tear sheets yesterday. And I shot this with the Nikon Z9, and this photo specifically is with the Z70 to 200 millimeter f2.8 lens, and shot this with the Blue Mist backdrop by Savage, and I think I used only one light and a negative reflector, the V flat or something like that. Okay, and there we go. All
Did you
right.
shoot that at 200 or 100?
All right, brother. You want to get all technical on me? Here we go.
I
Okay.
like photography, you know it.
Hold on. Since this is the tear sheet, it doesn't have the meta, but give me a second here. I got it right here, brother. I
All right.
got you. All right, that was a good question. Wasn't ready for it. All right. Let me see. What is it called? Va bloom. Boop, boop, boop. Here we go. Come on, Macintosh. Jeez, Macintosh. I tell you, when you try to find something, you can't find a damn thing. All right. Here we go. So that was with which one? The cover? The cover was with that was at ISO 183 millimeters, that focal length. It's actually wider. But I'm not sure if you remember, but I always say shoot slightly wider, right?
Mhm.
So that you can crop. Because with the magazine, it's more likely like a 8.5 by 11. So you want to shoot a little wider so that when you crop it, you're not losing the original composition you had in mind. Don't shoot perfectly because that's at a
So
2:3 aspect ratio. So
so
there's like a
you
uh-huh.
cropped it. They didn't crop it.
I cropped it
Okay.
because they already have the specs on what they want the images. So I cropped it for them and then sent it. So they
Yeah.
don't mess up my photo. So it's already sized to their page, right?
Right.
And
Right.
then yeah. But remember, you're shooting at a 2:3 aspect ratio.
Hmm.
So and then the magazine, it's more like this sorta, if you wanna say,
It's like
right?
a 4x5.
Yeah, give or take. So, like yeah, exactly. So you want to shoot a little wider, and then you can, like, fandango to fandango.
Right.
She actually has a black bandeau on the bottom. It's, like, right out of frame. You can't see it on her chest, right?
Mhm.
But I did that on purpose. I shot a little wider, so that was at 83 millimeters, okay, with that
Nice.
one. And then, here we are again,
Another
and
nice.
this is with the plum savage backdrop with this one
Mhm.
right here. Oh, look at that. Look whose name is there. What? Derek's in the house. Oh, okay. Shout out to Ava Bambico. She's a fantastic makeup artist. She did the styling with the flowers, and she's awesome. We've been published countless times. My first cover I ever got on Pump Magazine was with her, and we did that editorial in my living room. That's right. And this one was in the studio, but nonetheless, I could have done the same thing in the living room too. So, to all you photographers out there, just shoot. That's why I say keep shooting, stay creative. You can do this too. All this
Matthew
stuff.
has a good question.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, wait, who does?
Matthew,
Matthew
he
does?
said,
Okay, hold on,
yeah.
brother. Hold on. You know what, Derek? I think I could make you my. Uh,
He said, did you have to convert it to CMYK for the magazine?
no, I did not. Oh, Matt, great question. No, I did not. And no, I have not up to this point. Hold on, let me double check my if I the way I export it. Give me a hot second here. If I go to export, I convert. What do I do? No, color space sRGB.
Hmm.
Ironically, that's what I
And
do.
that's, and that's
Full res.
Adobe, right? That's Adobe colors.
Yeah, I did that. That's what I did. sRGB. And then I download the highest res, obviously. I download the original photo high res, and then I download the magazine size high res and keep them separate, right?
Oh,
And
okay.
then I send them the magazine size, and that's what I use to submit with. And then here we go. Just because believe it or not, folks, I had a magazine for like 3 years called Fashion Exchange Magazine. So I understand how, their perspective from design and layout. And so when I'm shooting, I already want to make sure you see, like with this photo, I'm giving space for text, right? On
Mhm.
purpose.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
know generally where they may put it. Let's go back to the old photo, to the cover, right? I'm shooting a little wider, giving them plenty of space, plenty of head space. I'm not covering up her eyes with the text. Like this is what you should be thinking if you're trying to get published and to make it almost like rejection proof, right? Um, Here we are again. When I crop up top, I'm actually not cropping at the hairline. That's a big fat no. Nope. Okay, don't do it. Don't crop at the joints, don't crop at the hairline. And I did this on purpose. Everything is intentional. It's just the way I want it. If you don't like it, that's okay. And if you do, appreciate it. This is how I get down. Here we are again. Okay. And then we have this. Everything's intentional. The photo's obviously a little bit bigger. I get it. And that's so if they do what they do, it doesn't crop at the joints. Okay. So it's all about framing. I'm thinking about how is she framed? Well, how is she positioned in in this particular frame? When I'm looking at the pages, when I'm thinking about the pages, here I crop in toward the middle of her forehead, not at the hairline, not at the hairline. Okay. And then there we go. I want to emphasize the flowers and her eyes. That was the point of this particular shot. And then obviously the same thing here again. Okay. So these are just all like little things I've learned along the way. Um, mistakes I've made in the past, also mistakes when photographers sent publication images to me for me to review to put it in our magazine, and I'd be shaking my fist. Um, so then obviously I try to make sure I avoid those mistakes. Okay. And all these are with the Nikon Z9, and I'm quite sure I could smash it with the Z8 or any other Nikon camera, but definitely the Z8. Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not gonna get into the V8.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into the Z8 today, but I just wanted to show you all that I'm out here working just as much as all of you. I'm trying to do my thing, continuously trying to build my brand, and that the struggle, the grind is real out here. Okay, so there we go. A little hand clap for moi. Okay, but just to everyone let you know, like on a lot of my editorials, Derek's there with me, helping me set up, and making sure my hair doesn't turn more gray. Okay, so shout out to Derek for being a great number 2 out here. Okay, all right, so there you go. I didn't mean to go heavy into that, but I just wanted to show you folks so that you know that, like, we're working photographers out here. We're not just on this YouTube preaching. Okay. Let's get to some questions about it. Oh, Charles asked favorite lens. Honestly, right now, if I did have a favorite for Nikon, not scratch that. For both Lumix and Nikon, it's going to be a 50 mil. On Lumix, it's the S50 millimeter f1.4 lens. It's a beast. I love it. I love it. If you look at my YouTube videos I upload, they're all shot with the Lumix 51.4 lens at f2. I love it. Love the compression. And then for Nikon, it's going to be the Z50 millimeter f1.2 S lens. All right. I just love 50 mil. I think it's kind of a jack of all trades for me, for like what I like. You like what you like. That's great. But for me, it's like, give me the best 50 mil I can get. And if I had to walk out to do one lens with one shoot, or wait, if I had to choose one lens for a shoot, it'd be the 50 mil. Okay. So thank you for that question, Charles. I appreciate that. And J Rod says, very cool. Thank you, sir. Mark's coming in with a big old fat dope. I appreciate that. Come on now. And congratulations on the cover feature. Thank you, sir. I really, really appreciate it. I didn't expect to get the cover. Got the email. Congrats. It's available. And then all of a sudden, I saw my photo. Wait, that's my damn photo. So that was pretty awesome. Surprise. A great flash is the Flashpoint Zoom L lithium ion XR2 TTL, aka Godox V1. I know a lot of people that love that Godox V1. Do you have that one, Derek? You got
I
that
had
one?
the 860. The
Oh,
860.
flash.
Yeah, I don't. It's the one before. It has a Fresnel head. It doesn't have the round.
Okay.
The V1, I think, has the round head on it.
Oh, copy that. Okay.
Yeah, the V1s are
Kevin
cool.
says, what's happening, fellow photographers? Glad I made the live stream. I'm glad too. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting used to seeing the same names, and I'm like, I'm looking for the name that, the Matthew, Kevin, Malcolm, Cooley, of
Yeah,
course. If Cooley doesn't make it, I'm damn near gonna shut down the stream. I'll tell you that right now. And
it's a bad day. It's a bad day
exactly.
after that.
Hey, Malcolm, thank you for tuning in. Matt says, congrats on the cover. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Cooley says, butterfly lighting. Yeah, generally that was hold on. Yeah, I opted for butterfly lighting. Very pleasing. It accentuates the cheekbones,
Mhm.
jawline. That's why I'm very particular on the model that I work with when it comes to beauty photography. Not only if they have a prominent jaw structure, which really helps for shadow and creating some depth because you get more contrast with the shadow. Skin. Lot these models have really good skin, like off rip, and then the makeup artist does a little bit, and their skin is looking great. And then of course in Photoshop I make it sing, you know what I mean? But
This
butterfly
seems
lighting
like
is great. Huh?
this seems like butterfly lighting gives a better overall contrast to the scene. Like if you have one side, it's like okay, you have a little bit of contrast, but butterfly lighting in general just seems like it has like a better full out
Yeah,
contrast.
I agree, and, women love it. It just looks
Yeah.
great. It's very complimentary to them. It makes them look good. They get that V action in the ways that work for them. Um, Men, you could really mess with shadows and get really interesting. Women,
Mhm.
you can too, but then, like, if the skin isn't 100% like solid, you'll see it like in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Um, Hold on. This one I already answered. Manila from the Manila from Manila. Hello.
From the Philippines.
From the Philippines. I might have checked them out. Okay. Derek already knows. All right. Do you shoot sRGB? Yeah, I did the sRGBs when I exported. That's what I did when I exported. Um, in general, for my print work as well, like all the stuff printed here and the stuff back here, same thing, folks. sRGB is for web technically. Doesn't Adobe RGB have a better color gamut, especially when converting to Swapper CMYK? You know, you're probably absolutely right. It's just what I've been doing, quite honestly. I'm not gonna lie. So naughty on me, shame. Um, I simply I'm just sharing what I do. You know, I'm not saying it's right. I'm quite sure I'm not a printer. Matter of fact,
Yeah, I would love to see the difference in
yeah, to
what
see
they
the difference.
use. Yeah.
But what I do is I'll export it. Obviously, first of all, I view it large in Lightroom here, and then I'll export it, view it large again. Then I drop cloud it, you know what I mean, airdrop it to my phone. I view
Yeah.
it there, right?
Mhm.
And then so I'm viewing it on multiple devices in particular ways, and then my website, SmugMug, is really good at displaying my high res images. So I
Mm.
upload it there, and then I'm saying, okay, how is it treated? How does it look on my website? How does it look on my phone? Because that's where most people are going to view it anyway. How does it, you know what I mean? So I go through
Right,
all
right.
these things, and then I send it off. Okay, that's just what I do. It sounds weird. I get it. It may not be technically perfect. It's just what I do. I apologize. Okay. I know we're gonna get. I know a great printer. You'll meet him, Travis, over at the Dublin Mike's camera store. He's
Mhm.
probably like this right now. You know what I mean? uh, yeah. Reason I ask: a lot of printers or publishers require CMYK. Ironically, I have never had anybody reject any of my work, nor have they come out and I was like, damn, that's not the color I wanted. You know what I mean? I've never seen a major shift. Um, I've gotten published 3 times this year and I haven't seen a major color shift. So I just continue to do what I do and it seems to work out. And, you know, God willing that the photographer or editor on their end knows what they're doing. But ironically, all 3 magazines I've been published in this year have been different magazines, and they all seem to come out looking nice. You know what I mean, Derek?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
They
let me
haven't really bothered people about that too much.
yeah, let me show you this one Derek helped me with. Let me pull this up, Derek. Um, Check this out, folks. Check this out. This one was we got published last month. Okay, here we go. All right. This one's called Candy Color, different magazine. All right. And let's go. So shout out to all the models. We had 3 models. Derek helped me with it. God, their arrangement of credits is just trash. It should be photographer. Anyway.
It's
Anyway,
all small lettering anyway. Like you can't really
well,
see.
it's just like they got the model, assistant model, female model, and then photographer. It's just a hot fucking mess. But nonetheless, shout out to them. So here we are with the Nikon Z9, everyone. And colors, it's exactly the way I exported it. It's exactly the way I viewed it, exactly the way I expected it. And it came out exactly the way I thought it would. So there you go. So this is just me. It seems to work. All right. Look at these other photos. Again with the Nikon Z9. I shot this, I believe, with the 105 macro f2.8 Z lens. So, and Derek, remember this day? This day was long. We had a lot happening in that studio.
Yeah,
Yeah, clothes and
it was
everything.
crowded.
Yeah, it was crowded. It definitely was crowded. So, a lot of action. But the point is, the colors, I did the same thing with the colors, everyone. I did the same thing with the colors. sRGB, this is just the way it worked. It seemed to work. Granted, I'm quite sure I could further improve it. And granted, I did it wrong, but hey, it worked. So what can I say? You know what I mean? And there you go. Okay, so I just wanted to show you folks what that looked like on a second shoot in a different magazine when it came to color and when it came to how my export settings. Okay. Um yeah, TIFF files could have been good too. They're super large. Uh and J Rod said, smash that like button. Come on. Come on, everyone. All right. Derek, how many likes what are we working with here?
I see 11.
All
Let
right,
me
come on,
see.
folks. Give me a solid 20. I see 18 in here. Smash that like. Today's special. Today's special. All right. It's free 99. That's right. For today only. It costs you absolutely nothing to smash that like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Just a little
Uh,
finger energy. That's it.
huh? It's
I
just a
said just a
little.
little finger energy.
I know. Maybe I sell energy drinks for those who might get tired from pressing that like. We got a few more comments coming on. Anyone getting up at 5 a.m. for bird portraits? Dang, that's what I'm talking about. I only get up that early for the gym. All right, but Mazel Tov, share those photos. I want to see what they look like. I am all Z8 out. I understand what you mean. That's why today we're going to be talking about it, okay? What lens did you use for most of those shots you just showed us? I used the Z70 to 200. Um, I used hold on, let me make sure I used the macro 105 f2.8 Z lens. That was for sure shots I used. Let me see what else. I also okay, that's 70 7200 7200 7200 7200. I'll be damned. It's like I'm doing a promo. So for that editorial that I got the cover for was completely the 70 to 200 lens, okay? f2.8 Z lens. For the other one I used the 50. I for sure used the 24 to 70 for the full body, and the real tight headshots or close-ups, those were the macro 105 uh 2.8 lens. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh Cooley says skin to win. Yeah, brother. Uh okay. I need a good Oh, oh, okay. He says, I need a good YouTube video on video codecs. I'm confused about LUTs, RAW, ProRes RAW, 422, H24, H264. Yes. Okay. All right. I might be able to help you with that. And I'll get back to you,
We were
Rob.
talking about this. We were talking about more video talk
Content
about
and
the
stuff.
photography. Yeah, because we always tell everybody shoot video.
Uh,
Shoot
mhm.
video that adds to to your repertoire of things that your customer wants. So yeah.
Absolutely. Let's talk more about it off air for sure about what we could do to and believe it or not, folks, Derek is actually pretty damn good at the video work. Okay, every
Yeah.
once in a while he'll slip that in like I didn't see it, and I'm like, whoa, who did that? Oh, I did it. I'm what? So Derek's pretty dangerous with the video. But yes, it's mandatory, not mandatory. It's imperative that you do get hip to these um um this skill set with video and understanding codecs and everything because half the things they're selling us now, it's no longer just about frames per second. It's about 8K, it's about ProRes RAW, HDMI out RAW, and it's like all these things that you are really buying, and if you're not utilizing it, you're literally wasting a lot of money. Derek, do you see anything we should mention? Well, how can I make you um let me see if I can. Here we go. I see you. J Rod had to leave. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thanks, J Rod. Appreciate that. Ping, go to channel, put user and time, add as moderator. Can review and remove chat.
Hey.
Block. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. I think I just made you a moderator, bro. Is now a standard moderator for your channel. Man, that's what I'm talking about.
What
The,
does that mean though? And nothing
I
changed
have
over here. Oh, here
I
it is.
sim there you go. I was about to say I simply have no clue. Thank you, J Rob, for checking on in and sharing your thoughts. Appreciate that. And then Malcolm says, "Do you have a studio or do you rent a space? If so, what is the going rate?" All right, Malcolm. Um, studio, it's 50-50 right about now. But I've had my own studio and I've rented studios. Both have pros and cons. Okay. Um, the average going rate in the Bay Area may be different where you're at. So definitely let me know, Malcolm, where you're at. But here in the Bay Area, you can rent a space from $65 and up an hour. In LA, they have FD Photo Studio. You can rent theirs for as low as $25 an hour or $35 an hour for like I want to say an 8-hour slot. Okay, so it's super affordable. Are you able to moderate, Derek? And go
Yeah,
through.
I am looking through things and trying to figure this all out. It's new to me, so
So and then Malcolm also, if you do rent, more than likely they have a minimum. It might be $50, but then they want 2 or 3 hour minimum. One good place to look is Peerspace. Just type in your city and say photography studio. There's a gazillion of them. Okay. And just see what works with you, what amenities come with it, meaning internet, refrigerator, if you need that, clothing rack, how many rolls of paper do you have access to, what kind of gear that's already there that you can use. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, just let me know, Malcolm, anytime. Okay. Uh oh, okay. Look at that. You're getting some love over here. What? I like your
I had
setup
to.
today, Derek. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
it's
talking
green.
about.
I feel green today. I feel like money.
Yeah, oh, it must be because of that new song I just got you. So there you go. Uh,
Is it called Money Bags? That's the song.
that's
That's
right.
the
That's
beat.
that you got that money, you know. Malcolm says, thank you, sounds good. Yeah, let me know. I'm very well versed. I've managed 2 studios. I had my own, and then I've rented plenty of times. Okay. So definitely feel free to share me a link of potential spaces you're thinking about and also think about your project. My first cover was shot in my living room. Don't overthink it. Sometimes you can do with what you have. Okay. If it's a beauty shot, you just need whatever's in that 4.5 foot roll of Savage paper to work. All right. And that's it. So don't overthink it. Sometimes you can make do without for a minute, but if not, you make sure if it's for a client, that they're paying for it. Okay. He liked that song. Hey, hello guys. Hey, Van, I appreciate you tuning in. Hold on. Yes, thank you very much. All right. Now Whew, that's hard to catch up. Derek, can you press on a comment? Let me see if it pops up. Does
If
it
I press
pop
on
up?
a comment.
Yeah, I'm just curious. What did the moderator let you do? No?
I don't think it lets me pop it up on.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think. I think it just kind of helps. I just kind of like moderate.
well,
I guess
that's what you were doing.
people in the conversation. Yeah. If there's
All right.
somebody on here that is like acting a fool, I can kick them out.
Hey, by the way, if you just because you have it on your laptop, is that what you got going on right now?
Yeah, I got it on my laptop. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so just keep me posted because sometimes it's hard for me to catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Let me turn this off. So, folks, if you can, if not, you go ahead and smash that like, that subscribe, all that good stuff. Okay, let's get to 20. I'm thinking 20 is a nice number, minimum. All right. But in the meantime, you go ahead. Derek's working hard out here, moderating. So go ahead and follow him on Instagram at Derek Benton Photography. That's
It's
right.
hard
Derek
out
Benton.
here for a pimp,
You know what I'm saying?
but you try
Yeah,
to
he's
get that
working
money
hard.
for the rent.
Okay, yeah, he can't pay rent on a like, but he'll take it or a follow, excuse me.
Gotta go back to that
Uh,
hustling stuff.
all right, looks like we got another. Okay. Malcolm said his title in comments is blue with a wrench. Oh, that's what's up. Okay, so you could post things. All right. So, thank you. Wow, look at that. There
Okay, I
you
got a
go, Derek.
follow.
You got a
Hey,
part. Hey, one more to a million, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Van Lee comes in. I am photography to me. It's the interaction of environment and my heart. I mean, sometimes the vision just sticks to my heart, and I know that's it. That's what I'm talking about.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wherever you can draw it
Right.
from.
It is personal, you know.
Yeah.
Let's get to, believe it or not, we have a show here. Okay, folks, we got a show. Let's get to the product highlight of the day. Okay. Now, this was sent to me just about a week or so ago, and I just started shooting it. Derek, you already know. And this week's product highlight is it is the Sigma. Hold on. There we go. It's the Sigma 16 to 28 millimeter f 2.8 DGDN contemporary lens. Okay, it's the contemporary lens. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Beautiful. Let me take off the lens hood because it just makes it darker. All right, I'm testing this lens out now for L mount. It comes in Z mount. Hold on. You got this, baby. There we go. Okay, it's at a 72 millimeter filter thread. It's super compact. I'm really enjoying it. Look, here's my hand, karate chop in hand. I know. Look at that, very deadly hands I got. Very compact, fits nicely in the hand. Constant aperture, and look at that. It doesn't tell. There's no telescopic action going on. I love it. I used it to shoot some landscape for Derek and I went out and did some uh some hiking, I guess.
Yeah. I guess
And
we all have.
yeah. So my full review of this lens is coming next week. Wait. Yeah. Oh wait, excuse me, the week after because I have to do a photo shoot next Saturday with it. So I'm going to do a photography photo shoot, portrait with a model, and then I'm also be sharing the landscape photos I took with this as well. All right. Very cool lens, only $799 for Sony E mount and the L mount for the L mount Alliance. That's right. So if you got a Leica, but you want something super wide, this would be a great lens. Only $799. I'm telling you, Sigma doesn't play. All right.
When I
So
started photography, $799 sounded expensive as hell.
now it's like, dude, that's a steal. And,
Yeah.
and, and think about it. It's a constant aperture. It's a constant aperture. When you know what I mean? It's 2.8 through and through. That's pretty wide, you know, and 16 to 28 millimeters. That's a wide lens for it to be so compact. So
Yeah.
shout out to Sigma. All right. So
We
they
was
sent that to me.
talking about earlier about I think it was like a few days ago about how lenses are nowadays they're so small and then they got like a 1.8 or 1.2 and they make them so tiny and pancake
Oh
lenses are
yeah,
like 2.8. It's like
yeah. I
how are you
know.
making these 2.8?
I know. Actually, I'm gonna do a quick, folks. I'm also doing a review after this lens for Nikon Z's 26 millimeter f2.8 pancake lens that you saw, and
Yeah,
I'm just real interested to do some street photography with it. But yeah, it's incredible what they could do now. It's really trippy. So I'm enjoying it. I mean, as a geek, like a tech geek, to see that how compact and super light it is, it's
yeah.
pretty. I'm excited, man. I mean, there are some other lenses I want to get my hands on too. And anyway, so that is that. We got a couple comments I'm noticing. Um, oh, look at that. Cooley says fitted hats. That's actually a good idea. Hold on. Let me give him a bomb drop for that one. That's a good one. I like that. Fitted hats? That'd be dope. Okay.
I
Let
haven't
me see.
worn a fitted hat in years.
I just had the Nikon fitted hats. They're a little big on me, but I still wear it. I don't care. RBJ, that one is for L mount, but it comes in Sony E mount and L mount. Okay. Like a L mount, and it comes in Sony E mount. All right. $799. Constant aperture, f2.8. You can't, honestly, it's hard to beat that deal. It's hard to beat that deal for $799, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
The link to the lens is in the description section. You can go check it out on Amazon, but press my link first, please. All right, then you have permission to press it. Just press mine. Castile comes in. Sigma lenses are only good for paperweights. Ouch! Damn! Wow, coming in heavy right there. Sorry to hear that. Okay.
Yeah.
Matthew Card says, I thought the only Z mount were the new DX ones by Sigma. But this one is only for, as I said, Sony E and Leica L mount. Those are only two that are available for this one. It's part of their contemporary lens lineup, but ironically, it doesn't look like the contemporary lens lineup. It looks more like their DG, DN art lenses. The contemporary, ah, their contemporary line looks like this. Okay. It's nice and, more retro, cool. You have the click. You see how you hear it click, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And this is their contemporary line. This was the first one I bought when I got the Lumix S1H. And I bought this because it was super freaking cheap. F2.8, 45 millimeter.
And it has a C
Metal,
on there, right?
metal hood. Huh?
It has the C on there.
Where? What do you mean?
For the contemporaries, do they have the C on the side? Like the little
Yeah,
circle with the C? Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. Hold on. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you see it right there?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this was the first one I got because it's super compact, 45. I thought it would be great. And then so yeah, this one doesn't look like it, but it actually is really, really good. It looks more like their art lenses, their new art lenses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Van says, have anyone used manual focusing lens at wide open, then find it is really soft. I always it is to my problem or just so you know what? When I shoot wide open, I know like some lenses create a lot of vignetting for the wide angle ones, it's shooting at 2.8. I generally though for my review I shot at 2.8 on purpose for autofocus and stuff like that. But in general, if I'm using a lens like this for a landscape and stuff like that, I'm generally going to be shooting, you know, 5.6, 6.3 or above with this kind of a lens. And I noticed that like above f4, generally you're not going to get too many issues with lenses, at least from my experience. But yes, I have noticed that, whether it be manual focus lenses or not. I mean, Derek, what about you?
Yeah. If it's a manual focus lens, especially if it's an older one, they tend to be a little soft in the wide open apertures. I had tried some Nikon lenses back in the day. They were good lenses, but you turn them up wide open, that softness is crazy. So I just kind of dial it back, maybe half a stop. I usually do that anyway because I don't really like too much uh, bokeh or really deep depth of field kind of shots. So yeah, I think you got to get some softness out of pretty much any lens when you go wide open. That diffraction is crazy.
Yeah, in particular with the with the wide angles for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
Uh, Matt says, Robert, did you see on Nikon rumors a third party company is going to make a TS lens for Z mount?
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? I haven't checked Nikon rumors. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a little bit Nikoned out for a minute. A bit tuned out, if you will. And I've been just trying to think of like, excuse me, creating content from the knowledge I know, tutorials basically for the channel. So I've
Mhm.
been and coming up, not only coming up with tutorials, but shooting them takes so much time. I just haven't been on the rumor sites as much as I would like to. But I'll check it out. I appreciate you let me know.
Oh, he
Damn,
said.
Rob, how many brands did you shoot? What was that, Derek? I'm sorry.
Oh, he was just saying it was tilt shift. The
Oh,
TS. Yeah.
yeah, I haven't oh, you know what? I did see something like that. Hell, I thought it was a rumor. Well, it was on Nikon rumors, so but I did see, a matter of fact, I did see a quick picture. I may have seen it on Twitter. Um, I'll definitely check it out now that you're bringing it up. Yeah,
Yeah, tilt shift
we'll
lens.
talk.
I'm kind of I want to try some tilt shift photography. That seems kind of cool. I like the little like tiny like world type shots and things that make things look really tiny from far away. Like if they had like 100 mil tilt shift lens,
Tilt
I think they're gonna
uh
come out with one for GFX. If I had that lens and use it, man, that'd be a fun shot right there.
Yeah, that definitely. I'll give it a shot. I'll shoot some portraits with it. I'm down. By
Yeah.
the way, RBJ, I shoot with two brands, Nikon and Lumix. So I don't have much room in my schedule for any other brands, but I've been with them for years now. My entire photography history has been with Nikon, and then almost 4 years ago, I've been working with Lumix a lot. Okay, so those are the two. But as you know, all my video, my streaming, etc., has been with Lumix, and but I'm actually gonna give Nikon a swing there and see how their video works, like on a serious level. Give it a shot. By the way, if you have tried it, a great lens is the Tamron 35 f1.4. I will try that. And matter of fact, I know somebody at Tamron. I know two people. So um, I just spoke to someone about acquiring lenses to borrow from Tamron. I would love to talk about them, and they're out there in Long Island where I grew up. So shout out to them. So I'd definitely like to um, check out some of their lenses. Quite honestly, I want to give all the brands fair shots. I'm not here to say one is better than the other. I'm just gonna literally just give you my honest experience with X brand, whatever that brand is, and then you determine on yourself. Yeah, it's. I don't like pooping on every brand because all of them have strengths and weaknesses that are just as valid as any other brand. Okay, so I'm definitely down to check that out. I would like a 35 personally in my photography repertoire. That's a fun focal length. What do you think about that focal length,
I
Derek?
like that. That's one of my favorite focal lengths. I like that width. It kind of reminds me of like being up close like to people, and it's kind of like I think it gives more of like an environmental type of look to it. Like everything that you can fit into it is just perfect, and you can get some good portraits out of the 35. If you do things like close ups, I don't think portraits will look too well.
Yeah.
But like
Like full body portraits and stuff like that.
yeah, adding elements outside of just that person into my shot. Yeah, I think 35 is like one of those good. That and 50
Okay.
millimeter, like one of those the better lens focal lengths.
Well,
Yeah.
Matt, I'll keep you posted. I have been meaning to reach out to Tamron, solidifying being able to borrow a lens. Right now, I'm taking care of Sigma, and I have until the 30th with this lens to test it out. And then, but thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. I try not to shoot wide because you use the better part of. Oh, absolutely. At least my experience. No, you're exactly right, Cooley. That's why I was talking about closing it down to 5.6, 6.3, f8, stuff like that, exactly for that reason, 100%. So I agree. Matt says tilt shift goes back to large format type of cameras. And that's why Derek likes it. So there you go. I shoot a lot of studio product photos, wondering if a Z mount tilt shift will make the list. Well, I'd be very interested to see them come out with it, actually come out with it. Me personally, since I do portraits, it's not the type of lens that I would be itching to get. Um, my itch would be a 35-1.2. My itch would be maybe thinking about getting that 85-1.2 lens. The price is the only thing that's killing me. Matter of fact, no, the price of that lens, the 85-1.2 at $3,000 or $2,799 is literally close. I might as well get another $1,000 and get the Z8. I know I didn't say I should talk about it, but I
Don't
mean,
say
why?
it. Don't say
Don't say it.
it.
Don't say it. All right. Anyway, moving right along.
Yeah, 85 millimeter is a good focal length. That's one of my favorites too. 85
Yeah.
millimeter is right there between the 63
Mhm.
millimeter, especially for the medium format. But that 85, if I could get 85 and have that planted on my camera, I would love that.
That'd be sweet for portraits, headshots, everything.
Yeah.
Max says the Tamron 35-1.4 is only made in Nikon F mount, Canon EF mount. Some call it one of those best lenses they've ever made. Well, that's great to know. I still have, if it's F mount, I still have my F to Z adapter. I could put it on the Z9. See how that puppy rolls. That'd be kind of sweet. In celebration of Tamron's 40th anniversary of the SP lens series, the Nikon F mount SP35 DI USD. Oh, how much? How much? How much? How much? How much? He's teasing me here. All right, maybe it's a big sale. I've done some focus stacking with the
I bet
35.
you it's probably like 80. It's probably like 800, maybe 900 for it.
Uh-oh. Look at Rob. Look at Rob talking his smack. You want to see it? Right here. You already know. Look at that. What?
Yeah.
No Z8 talk today. It's not that I don't want to talk about it. I think the camera is phenomenal. I think Nikon did a great job personally. I think it's awesome. But I'm just a little tuckered out. Just a little tuckered out, okay? Just a little tuckered
Man.
out. That's it. You know what I mean? All right. Let's now that we caught up there. Oh, folks, here is the merch. Okay, that's right. I'm coming out with some merch, folks. Option 1. Let me know what you think.
I like that
Okay?
one.
Option 1. Okay? Let me see the comments. Option 1 or option 2. Okay? That's number 2. Let me know, everyone, down below. Come on. Press the 1, press the 2. Oh, look at Derek with his one finger over there. We see you. T-shirt number 1 or T-shirt number 2. Because if you've been following my videos, what do I always say? Composition is king. All right. Which design do you like? Number 1 or number 2? I'm thinking Derek is saying number 1, or he's giving me the middle finger. I'm not sure.
Nope.
All right. All right. Option 1 or option 2, folks. All right. I want to hear from the people. The people. I am here for you to serve you, the people. You have the power. You gave Derek an intro song. Now it's your turn to choose the merch. Which design do you like? All right. So if I get any weird comments about it, I will say you must tune in on Thursday for Let's Talk Photography and complain to the people yourself. All right.
Hey, Chuck said, hey. Chuck is in the building.
Hey, Chuck is in the building. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck, did you see the design? Let me know what you think. Which design did you like? All right, one more time. Come on, everybody. Design number 1 or design number 2? Which one do you like? That's right. We got composition is king. That's right, baby. If you don't think I live it, well, you need to check out my video called Composition is King. Okay. It's on my YouTube channel. You go ahead and watch it. Composition is king. And I'm going to explain that later on this evening. And t-shirt number 2, that's the second design right there. All right. Let me know what you folks think. Feel free. Hello, Chuck. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Rob comes back and he says, I shoot Nikon and Canon. I have the R5 and the RF 8512. Man, he's bowling. Just don't think it makes sense to buy the same lens for the Nikon. What are your thoughts? 100%. If you like what it's giving you now, you're literally just throwing money away. An 8512 is going to be great if it's Canon, Nikon, or any of these camera systems, Sony. You're going to be just fine. So no, 100%. Get another lens that does something that this one does not. Okay. All right. We got some comments. All right, Derek, you might want to can we tally this up? All right. So we got
Okay.
one.
I got 3 ones.
Hold on. This guy right here.
I got 4 ones.
You got a troll in the house. We got a troll in the house, folks. No. And we got Matt says hi, Chuck. And then Maz says option 3. What the heck?
He said both. He said both of them.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I mean, 1 plus 2 is 3.
Maybe it's all the above. I don't know. Cooley still wants that fitted hat. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? A fitted hat would be cool. Chuck says number 2. All right. And then Matt says number 1. And Maz man comes back, says number 1 pops, just like a client would want. 100%. All right, I like that. Make it pop, baby. Okay, you know, I can't make it pop, but I can give you a Randy Savage, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, oh, Chuck says do a poll. Can you set up a poll since you're a moderator now? Go to the bottom, and there should be a plus. Can you do that?
Nope.
Okay, well, I will do it. Which t-shirt, there we go, design do you like? Okay, I'm going to say T number 1, red crown, and then T number 2, white crown. Okay. All right, folks, the poll is up. The poll is up. Come on now. All right. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that. That was an awesome suggestion. Okay. So the poll's up, everybody. Let's see it. Let's see. Can you see the poll engagement? Yep. Okay, copy that. Okay.
That. Oh, yeah, I see the engagement. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the poll is up, everybody. Again, as I said, we got t-shirt number 1. All right. We got t-shirt 1. And then we got t-shirt number 2. That's the one with the white crown. Composition is king. You know it's true. Composition is king. That's number 1. Number 2. That's right. Number 2.
Too bad you
Okay, so
can't
we
put
got
a
those 2 up.
photo next to the actual poll.
What? I can't put a photo up. What do you mean?
I said too bad you can't put one up.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I wish I could too, brother. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Um, all right, we are moving right along as people are polling, and of course, don't you dare hang out, ninja watching without pressing that like, that share, and subscribe. All right, folks, please press that like a button on the way in, and if you can, subscribe on the way out. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hold on, we got a couple comments, don't we? Um, Oh, our Rob says, "Thanks, Rob. Maybe a Nikkor 51-2 for the ZA. You won't regret it. I love that lens. I love that lens. I love that lens. The 51-2 was worth every dollar.
Does he mean for the Z9?
Well, maybe he's getting a Z8. But
Oh.
oh, ooh. But either way, if you put those two together, that's a fantastic pair. That's a fact. All right. Cooley says, "What sweatshirt? Let's see how the t-shirts go first, and then maybe I'll get a hoodie and everything else. I just want to see how it goes. I thought this would be a great photography shirt without having like my name slapped all over it. And it's something I do live by. Composition is king, and you could create a great if you have great composition and understand composition well. I don't care if you have a cell phone to a Z8 or Z9, your photos are going to be pretty darn good. Okay. Um, Matthew says, remember, you also need one for women too. 100%. But the design is what I'm going for right now, Matt. So let me know if you like the design. And then I'll for sure have one for women as well. I don't want to forget the lady photogs out there. Okay. Because ironically, a lot of the photographers in my genre that I like are women that I look up to in terms of inspiration and style. Um, RBJ, I'm the first one in, bruh. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I hope he's talking about a
He's
shirt.
talking about the
Oh,
vote
oh,
area.
oh, okay, copy that.
Yeah.
Okay. You should have it on the back, shoot Nikon. Well, Nikon's gonna have to pay me for that one or make me an ambassador, okay? Because otherwise I'm not doing it, all right? As a matter of fact, if I did say shoot, I guess I could, as long as I don't use their logo. RBJ pre-ordered the Z8. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. Then the 51-2 is gonna be magical on that body. Perfect size. Perfect size for that camera body.
And I
Okay.
can imagine how fast it is with that body
Oh, it's
too.
gonna be you're gonna get nothing but winning photos with that combination. Z8 with the 51-2. I bought the 51-2 and the 85-1-2. However, I go with the 1.8. What the heck? Hold on now. Okay, well, you know what? I ain't mad at you, but probably because that 1.8 is like a fraction of the
Yeah,
size.
and it saves you a little bit more money too.
It's lighter. No, he says he bought them both and he still
Oh,
uses,
okay.
but he still uses the 1.8.
I mean,
Hey, you know what though? For Lumix, I mean, let's be honest. Here's the 85-1.8, right? Can we
yeah,
complain about the size? I think not. Like
and
if you,
that's Lumix
yeah, that's the Lumix 85 1.8 lens,
full frame.
full frame,
Nice.
right? 1.8. Okay. And hold on. There we go. And 85 1.8 and only I think it's 67. Look at that. Only a six hold on, I'm sorry. I'm like looking at my thing here. And 67 millimeter filter thread. So I understand why he may take out the 85-1.8. It's just so compact. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, you just can't sorry folks. The autofocus has my face detect. So sometimes it doesn't recognize this cuz it can see my face until I cover up my face and then it gets it. Does that make sense? So if
Mm.
anybody's complaining about the autofocus cuz I forgot to turn off the face detect. All right? But it's working just fine. Shout out to Lumix. Um I mean, he is cool. Absolutely. I need Maz says 0% financing for 24 months on the Z8 for the next 2 days on the Nikon. Damn, that's what's up. Wow. Hold on. Hold on. How much, Maz? How much per month are they asking for? Let's talk about that because we're talking after tax, $4,400 divided by 24. Yeah, I'm just saying. I wonder what it is, Maz. If you know what that monthly breakdown would be, that'd be awesome to share if you can. Let me put all this
Probably
stuff
like
up.
probably like 300.
You think so? I'm
Yeah,
thinking like 200. Well, hold on. No, it can't be two. That'd be 240. It might be over 300 actually. Now that I think about it. 44 divided by 12. Where the hell's my calendar? I mean, my calculator. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. It's underneath everything. Um, let's say we do that financing, right? Oh, here it is. Maz says it's $180 or so. Damn, that's a win.
yeah,
But it's 24 months. Oh,
yeah.
yeah. You're right.
2 years.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. Maz, there we go. Right? So, um, that could work. I mean, because then if you financed it 0%, right? Then you may not need to slap it on a credit card. This is better than a credit card. And it's zero APR for 2 years. That's much better than putting it on my travel card, trying to get some damn points. Right? Think about that. That's actually pretty
yeah.
good. That's a good deal. But you got to pay them for. I wonder if they allow you to pay it off early. Maz, do you know if they allow you to pay it off early? Yeah, I'm wondering if they let you pay it off early. That would be pretty clean. Tell you that. Van says, I will use the 1.2 lens only if I only have that. All others must be sold. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm kind of spoiled with this 1.2. It says as low as 129 a month. Damn, that's what's up. I guess it depends on your credit and everything else, I guess. Um, that's actually not bad on a number wise. If it's a camera you want and you're already going to spend the money, it allows you to keep you allows you to still have cash flow, right? Because you're not giving up 4 grand up front. You're still paying the same amount. It's no interest. That's actually pretty damn good. That's better than a credit card. And again, it still allows you to not lose 4 grand in one foul swoop. So yeah, shout out to Nikon. They are aggressive. They are aggressive with trying to get you that damn camera. I tell
Yeah.
you.
It's
So
like, hey, we're gonna make it easier for you to give us that what you work so hard for, and we're gonna give
oh,
you what we work so hard for.
yeah, I know. It makes it very tempting. I'm not gonna lie. He
Yeah.
says, oh, it must be a firm. Oh, a firm does it and allows you to pay. If it is a firm or anybody like that or Klarna, yeah, you could pay it off early. And that's cool. That's real cool. That's a great
Some of
option.
them require you to, I think, either as a firm or as a other one where it requires you to put like money down. But
No,
he's saying
Klarna
there's no
only
money down.
the only like whenever I used Klarna before just because I just felt like using it and
Mhm.
um you only had to put down the first payment down.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like if it's like, oh, 4 payments, and it's like, okay, the first payment's today.
Yeah.
But it was, you know what I mean? It was totally doable. But I never do anything like that without, already having the cash for it. I don't know why I do it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have it. And I'm just like, I'll bring it up. Um,
Because you never know what you're gonna use that money for sometimes.
bread pay. There you go.
Bread pay.
That's yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you never know, something may pop up and you just want that free the cash flow. Oh,
Yeah.
Z9 says as low as 177. Damn, that's what's up. So yeah, maybe it is around 130-ish per month. If it is around 130, not gonna lie, that's just basically another cell phone bill.
Yeah, I don't like to have another bill. I'll be like,
Yeah,
okay, I'm just paying it off. I don't.
copy that. I hear you. I'm just saying in the big scheme of things. If
Yeah,
you're already buying it is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The 58. knocked is as low as two. Damn, hello, that right there is no bueno. Okay, $258 a month must be out of your money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, oh, Roy says, "What do I?" Well, Roy, you didn't miss a whole lot because I'm about to start the topic of the day. So you actually came in time. Actually, we have a poll up, Roy. If you can answer the poll, do you like design number one, Roy? T-shirt design number one, or T-shirt design number two? There we go. A little bit of drama. All
Well,
right.
number one has a head start with 78%. So it looks
Damn.
like number one is
Might be the winner.
might be the winner.
So T-shirt number one so far, and then that's T-shirt number two, folks. All right. The poll is in the chat. Let's hear it. Which one? Number one or number two? So that's what really all you missed, Roy, besides us somehow sneaking in a Nikon into the conversation as usual. I don't know how that happened, Derek. You know, we were really like, we got to talk about everything else, but here we are. Oh, look at this. Damn, 129 a month for the Z8. Uh hello. That's all I
For
gotta say
20,
is
24 months, huh?
that's bad. Hey, Nikon's trying to say
Thank you for your patronage.
that's what they're trying to say. They're trying to get that money. Okay. Oh, hold
So
on.
then you got to get a lens for that. So it's going to be like what, the 85 would probably be like one of the favorites to go for with it.
If I got that camera, you know what? You want to hear something weird? I'm not gonna okay. You know the lens I actually want to get with it?
Mm.
The 24 to 120 f4. You're like, what?
120?
I know. Everybody's probably wondering, like, why would you want that lens? But let me tell you, I want a very good all around walking, traveling lens, right? Got a couple of trips coming up. I know we're going to do some more hiking soon, you know, hosting some hiking events and stuff.
Mm.
And I just want one good lens, not super heavy. You know what I mean? And the 24 to 120 f4 kind of serves that purpose. I've been thinking about this a lot, right? And if I get that Z8, that would probably be the next lens I want to get for it. That's just me, you know. Um, I love all the lenses I have now for portraits. Okay. Maz says, I don't mean to hijack the show, just got an email from Nikon, so thought I'd pass it along. All right, Maz, what's up? Let's hear about it. Let's hear about it. And if that was the email you've been sharing with us, well then right on. Thank you. Copy that loud and clear. Matt says, Robert, the Noct is an 8K lens. Dang. Well, I won't be getting that. As long as the shirt is black. Well, Roy, it is going to be black. Everything you saw is how I want it to come out. So it'll be black with those colored lettering, right? So don't worry. It will be that. Cooley says composition one line. Well, if you designed it that way, it wouldn't look as nice. Trust me, I spent a lot of time designing it, working on it, on the typography, spacing, everything else. It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't look as nice. It'd be too small, everything right here, whole bunch of black shirt. It just wouldn't work out that way. The way I wanted it, I wanted to cover, I wanted to see how well it's covered. Matter of fact, I'd move it up a hair though, just move it up a hair. But either way, the entire thing covers the mid chest. If I had it all on one line, it'd be too small. Composition, the letters would have to go smaller, and then the
Mhm.
is king would be big. And there's no
Have you
reason
ever
why.
messed with like angles? Have you ever messed with like say like up and down lettering, like vertical?
Well,
Uh,
it'd still be the same thing.
mm,
I'd have for composition to be even if I went up and down with composition because of how many letters there are, is king would still have to be pretty big. Does that
yeah,
make sense?
yeah.
So
So that'll take up the whole shirt if you did it that way.
It would take up the whole shirt, but I want composition to be prominent. If it's smaller text so that it fits king and is, these letters would have to be smaller.
Not if
Okay.
you make composition brighter than the rest of the other words. Say if you make the other
It
negative
doesn't
space.
work that way. I'm going to explain why that's not going to work. Because your eyes, yeah, it might be brighter. What, make it all solid red?
No, not all solid red. Make it like
Okay,
white.
then how would it be? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then like compo is in white, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if that was vertical, it make all of composition white. And then is king, you could make it like negative space. You make the outline different colors of
We're
the
gonna
other.
go with this one for now, but I appreciate your input. No,
Yeah, yeah.
bro,
I'm
I
just
don't
giving
know
you
how much time
giving
you all
you a
think I
little
got
different
designing.
different
Uh-huh.
composition for you.
Um, that might work, but I'm gonna stick with this. Reason why is because it gets to a point where you either make a decision or you don't.
Hmm.
Secondly, I don't have that kind of time. Okay.
Okay.
You know better than most people. I ain't got that kind of time to be playing around freaking, hey, how
For
about
sure.
this mock up? These two mock ups I just showed you was
Yeah.
like enough. You know what I mean?
We'll throw in
All right.
some just a word scramble, just just throw it in
Yeah,
there.
and then like soon as because the way my mind works is like if I
Yeah.
made that design you said, then I'm gonna make two or three more versions of it. And then I'm like,
Damn.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Then I'm down the rabbit hole. Um, it's easier to be like A or B. Which one? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why McDonald's has small, medium, large. You know what I mean? Do we have any more
They
comments up
have
here?
super size, but they got rid of that.
Yeah, which you know what? I love that supersize, but that's just me.
Yeah, and
Uh,
those fries, man. If they could just keep the supersized fries, I'd be good with that.
Mod says the 24 to 120 f4 is a nice lens. I have it. Super sharp, definitely a great carry around lens. Exactly. That's exactly why if do the Z8, that would be such a fun, just a fun kit, the
Yeah.
24 to 120, nothing major. I have a 24 to 70 to 200, the 24 to 70. I have all those other lenses, but um I just want a lens that I can have fun with and just bring one camera, put it in one bag, you know what I mean? Super small and just get out and go. And dude, when we went out shooting, I brought one lens. How many you brought one lens and we had a great time. We're not busy changing lenses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, Derek, I see something caught your eye, huh? The 24 to 120 is a much better lens than the 24 to 200 and very nearly as good as the 24 to 70. Wow. It looks like I need to get that dang lens. RBJ, they are even saying that the 36-month options are available at APR. Wow. Holy cow. Nikon they're trying to get our money, Derek. Okay. They are just like, no, they're more like going,
I like Nikon, but I don't know if they can get my money just yet.
man, that's
I think
crazy. If they
Sony's
do,
the next one that's gonna get my money.
oh, the FX, right? You were looking at those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why. I was playing with it with when the rep. And, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Man, this thing's kinda cool."
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get
Cooley
two
says
of those.
he has the 28 to 105 art lens. See, that's what I mean. I want a fun lens like that. For, Lumix, I have the 24 to 105 f4, and I've used it so many times just because it's a great focal range and it's light and it's sharp. Matt says, "Yeah, Nikkor Z58 0.95 S knock." Yeah, I'm cool with that 8 grand though. I'll tell you that now. There's no way in hell I'm ever buying that lens. I don't need it.
Wait, eight
Uh,
grand?
8 grand. That's what he said. Remember they were talking about that earlier? Eight
No.
grand, 58 mil. I mean, Mazel Tov. If you like it and you want it, do it, enjoy it, have fun, keep shooting, stay creative. Composition is king, and but I'm not getting that lens. There's just no
Yeah.
way. I'd rather get like I could get like 3 great lenses with that price. You know what I mean?
I wonder
I'd
where they
love the
aiming
new.
for that price. Who are they aiming? Like professionals, that people that don't. I mean,
I mean, I mean, if you want a point
like
nine
large.
five,
Yeah,
hell no. But
that's
that's
a
just me.
very minimal. Like 0.95 compared to like a 1.2. That's like very minimal.
I would like fire a model for breathing just to mess up my damn photo. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Quit your breathing. Quit your breathing.
that's
So,
tough.
I'd love the new Noct, but it's more of an investment than a working lens, 100%. And they have so many great lenses that will give you fantastic results. All vertical. Oh, he wants it all vertical. Now, again, if it's vertical, that means is and king would be larger text than composition. So that won't work. Okay. Sorry, Cooley. I love your support, but that's not going to work. We got option one. All right. And option two, folks. Post your opinion in the poll, please. Okay. Um,
Composition
anywho.
could be large, right? Vertically.
Hmm.
Is can be smaller text, and then king can be large text. So composition and king are the larger texts.
I don't want composition to be small. You're
It's not
talking
gonna
about
be
one
small.
line. You're talking about
It's
one
gonna be
line?
vertical. Like yeah,
Okay.
it's
So
gonna
you
be
want composition
vertical.
here. Uh
Yeah,
huh. Okay.
and then
Keep going.
king at the bottom right, like
Okay.
a larger text, right? And then
Right.
is above king, but in a smaller text.
I know that's what you were talking about earlier. I understood what you were talking about 100%.
Yeah,
Um, option one and option two. Okay. That's what we're working with, folks. All right. That's all the time I've got right there. But I appreciate your input though. Dude, I already know the rabbit hole the way my brain works. As soon as I open up that Pandora's box, I'm making like 4 different versions. Oh, now let me look at how it would look like on a hoodie and oh, Jesus, okay?
yeah.
So, right here, I just most importantly, it's composition is king because we all know that's a fact. Composition is king. All right. Hold on, what do we But the supersize I always called the bucket of soda. Oh yeah, that was major. The supersize soda.
Man,
Oh my god.
they didn't
Or the
need that. They didn't need
uh-huh.
that. Yeah, they should have just got rid of the soda and then
Kept
they
the
did a
fries.
burger
Kept
and
the
then
fries.
kicked the fries. Everybody
Yeah.
liked the fries. That's why.
Everybody
That's the only reason why people got the supersize because of the fries. That's
100%.
retarded.
Absolutely. The supersized fries was lit. Ooh wee.
Yeah,
Um, but here's the thing with McDonald's fries. They're only good when they're hot.
and soggy. I like the soggy fries.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
But, I like them when they're piping. Robert
Yeah.
says, "What's going on, Rob? I thought you were for sure copping the Z8." Oh boy, someone's calling me out.
Uh-oh.
Story time. All right, here we go. Um, I am gonna be getting a Z8. It's just a matter of time. The reason is, I have a couple of film projects coming up. All right. I'm literally in the middle of buying a script. Guess what? That costs money. I have to budget for catering, Airbnbs for the locations we're renting, people's mileage for coming to act, the actor's mileage, the crew's mileage. And honestly, I love making films. If you don't know my films, go check them out, day1films.net. You can see all the film projects. So I want to make sure I have cash flow for these projects I have coming up. We start filming in July. So I need to have money ready to go because I don't want to use credit. All right. I hate credit. So I have to give it, there has to be give and take. If I spend the 4,300 now, that might tie me up a bit for my film projects. And my word is my bond. When I say I'm going to take care of people, I I will find you. You will never have to find me. I got you. So that's the only reason why I'm hesitating on a Z8 and I'm calculating, will it actually at this very moment help me to increase the work I'm doing Not really. It would be because I wanna get it. Or
Mm,
pure the Z9 is fantastic. I have plenty of Lumix cameras that are fantastic. Like, I've got more crap I wish to look at.
yeah.
N
And on
so
top of that, logistically, it's always seems like technology. You don't want to get the first batch of them because they always come with like bugs and all kinds of stuff. You go with the second gen, like the
see,
second batch
that's your
of.
conspiracy theory right there, brother. No.
Nah, for real, I'm telling you, like it's
Hey, I
always
got the
been like
Z9
that.
on the second shipment, though, and it kicks like a mule. So,
You said
shout
the
out to
second
my
shipment, not the
okay.
first shipment.
Alright. Well, okay, touche, brother.
All
You
right.
got Derek 1, Robert 0. Got you. No, you're right. But that's the only reason. Um, is just because I really love the script I'm buying, and he's a great writer. I'm really excited to start production. It'll be my 11th film.
Mhm.
So, um, yeah, and Derek's gonna come shoot still photography, hopefully for on set. That would be great. I got you on gas. You already know that. And so yeah, I got people I gotta pay for and I gotta buy the script. So I just gotta make sure I can do that. Nikon is mulling over a cine lens. If they do a cine
Man,
lens lineup,
Nikon, if Nikon comes out with a Cine camera, then I'll be okay. But they haven't came out with a Cine camera. Like, come on now, Nikon. Everybody else came out with one,
well,
except for
Nikon was
Fuji.
never in that business really until the Z9 with autofocus and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They were never known for video. But if they come up with a cine lens lineup, that would be yowzers. I would literally have to burn my credit cards. You understand? So I would have to delete my address from their database. Okay. Don't send any such lenses. Don't allow me to purchase. 3 lenses, 3 bodies lease. Wow. They're trying to get it in their hands, which is kudos to them for the marketing.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's manual focus too. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't understand it. And Robert, it manual focus too? Did I miss something? He said
No,
supersized fries was the last thing he said. Oh, he's
no,
talking about
because like
yeah,
Sony.
no. Oh, he's talking about the knocked lens.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, f.95 knocked lens, and it's manual focus. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. There is no. I'm sorry. I mean,
No,
God bless
not no
you.
challenge. It's not a challenge. You don't accept the challenge.
Wait a minute. Are you wait, hold the phone. Now did you put it that way? Now that you put it that way, my good friend,
It
I
seems like
may
it'd be kind
have
of fun.
I may have to take you up on that offer. I may have to take you up on that offer. All right, let me see who I can let me see if I can make that happen. If I
We're
can
gonna have
make
to rent
that
one.
hold on,
Okay.
Derek. I
Mhm.
I I hear your challenge and I raise you a challenge.
All right.
If I can get my hands on that lens, we both are gonna shoot that lens with my Z9 and test it out. How's that sound? I say
Yeah.
you.
Let's go for it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right, folks, you heard it. You heard it. Okay. All
I love
right,
the
there we
challenge.
go. Challenge accepted. Gotcha. Cooley says tax write-off. Yeah, 100% it's a tax write-off. When I bought the Z9, I thought the same thing, everything else. And then my business dipped for just a hot second. And I was like, damn, that was 5 grand, 6 grand. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just being methodical about this because I hate using credit. I like to be cash. And um, my credit isn't good because I use it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
screw that crap. But I hear you. I meant the knocked is a manual. Yes, yes, yes. I got you, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate the correction. And Derek's now we got a photography duel going on over here. Let's start a write-in campaign hold on. Okay. Where are you getting the upfront money? Um You know what? It's like that's why I'm actually impressed with Nikon's aggressive campaign to get the camera in your hand with all of this. And it's really smart of them, quite honestly, because I have a lot of apps to other brands I like. I have a Nike app, a Puma app, and all these apps have so many creative ways to get their product in your hands. They're like, oh, okay, well, we got Klarna. Oh, we got this, we got that. So it's like, I think it's smart on Nikon to have these financial options.
Right.
Uh, Chuck says I'll be their beta tester. That's what I'm talking about. All right, yeah. Let me know, Chuck. Okay, and then who knows? Maybe I will order it last minute. Okay, because I said the same thing to someone at Nikon. I was like, "Oh, I might have to hold off, I just because I got some some projects to take care of first." And they were like, "Don't worry." Anyway, but you let me know, Chuck. You let me know. Rob says that's fair, Rob. Yeah, I'm trying to think long term. I got a lot of things going aside from, of course, I love this YouTube thing. It's a serious part of my future, but also filmmaking is as well. All right. Um, Maz says first batches of the Z9 were great. Later batches of the Z9 had to be recalled. So there you go, Derek. Okay. Like I said, even my second shipment, hey, it's all good for me.
I could be
Um,
wrong sometimes.
well, it's all good. We love you. So I want to come out. Cooley says he wants to come out and help. Hey, you know what? When I get to the point where I can like ship people in and pay for their flights, brother, let me tell you, that would be a magnanimous day. I for sure will do that when the time comes. Maz says the knocked as a cine lens. Do it. Woo! I'm getting challenged everywhere. What kind of I don't get any respect on my own damn channel. Everybody's getting Derek's challenging me and then you chat. Oh my goodness. Um, the knock lens as a cine lens. Woo, that'd be tough. Cooley says, let's get ready to rumble. You know what? Hell yeah. All
If
right.
I use
So
it as a cine lens, I'll probably be using it to shoot flowers in a breeze or something.
he says flowers in the breeze. You know what? If you're not at 0.95, it'll be blurry photos all.
I'll be chasing the flowers, just coming back and forth. Yeah,
Okay. I want to see that test.
yeah.
Um There goes Robert making a film with the knock. Yeah, that would be pretty tough. Wait, when they say extreme close up, they would eyelash. You know what? That would actually be pretty interesting for some intense close up shots. Yeah, that could be handy. That could be handy for sure.
Like a
Well,
macro shot.
Cooley says he'll come out for free. Fuck it, I'll just come out. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll have to give him a good old Randy.
Oh yeah!
That's right. Uh And then Matt says there. Oh, okay. All right, we got that. All right, let's get to the main event. All right. So here we go. Main event, y'all. As I said, this show is all about the eye in photography. All right. We're going to be also discussing how ways in which we can develop our own photography style. First, okay, let me post up because now I would like people's participation. All right, if you want to chime in, jump in. Hold on, let me get this going. Copy that. Here you go. Join the panel. If you want to join the panel, oh, Jesus. Join the panel. Go ahead. Special price, free 99. Go ahead and click that. If you want to join the panel, first things first. Okay. Let's talk about it. What is the eye in photography? Okay. What is the eye in photography? Obviously, we've read earlier a lot of people's input in the eye of photography, right, Derek? What is
Yeah.
it to you?
The eye if of photography um, is developed through experience, I believe. Uh, the more you shoot, the better you can refine that eye. There are things that you probably see later on in your career or your work that you enjoy, and you can implement all these different things into your work. So it cannot be replicated, no matter how much you think AI can replicate what we do. It's not going to happen. Uh, but the eye, the eye in photography is your eye. Nobody, when people see it, they know there's something different about it, but they can't pinpoint why. It's just, it is. It's the eye. That's your eye. So that's my definition of the eye.
Awesome, awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Uh, I'm starting to hear a common thread or a common theme from the other post or comments folks made earlier about the iron photography and what that is. For me, it's very similar to everybody else's. It's your unique approach to photography, your approach to composition, framing, how you place the elements in within your frame in relation to each other. Of course, lighting and how you put it all together in your own particular style. Like one good example is that like when we were shooting for the 85 millimeter lens, a lot of times we were shooting the same model, but yet our approach, how we saw it, and as well as how we processed it, completely different. Same model,
Mhm.
same time of day, same everything. So um, that is one way in which we expressed the eye in photography.
Mhm.
And one thing that I mentioned on Instagram Live is that when you have that eye in photography, people will know through your body of work when that photo, a photo that you post is posted. That's a Robert Silver photo. That's a
Mhm.
Derek Benton photo,
Mhm.
and that was one of the first things I wanted to make sure I made sure I worked on at the beginning. Of course, I wanted the best camera gear, but in the meantime, I wanted to develop a style, my voice, your voice, right?
Yeah.
And was that something that you thought about when you first started?
When I first started, I kind of uh, looked at different kind of photography, and uh, I tried to replicate it. I tried to replicate different kind of photography to see, if I could control the light as well as everybody else that I've seen shoot, um, and finding out those technical things in photography in order for me to actually start the style that I like. Because it took me a while to actually like figure out the things that I did like. I mean,
Mm,
I pretty much shot everything. I was like, oh yeah, let me shoot this. I was shooting landscape. I was shooting like different kind of like street photography, like turning like mundane things into subjects, and um, then that kind of transferred over into portraiture. So I think it's for me, it was just like kind of just building up those technical aspects of photography in order for me to actually uh, do those things that I see in my mind, and I put it out there instead of be like, oh, how do I get that? And like how many videos I have to watch in order for me to get that. So if I already know something, I'll just go ahead and do it, and then I'll learn something else later. Like now, I'm still learning. I think photography, that's the best part about photography. You just keep learning. So uh,
okay.
yeah, eventually my style is and my look or my eye is gonna change, is gonna evolve. But yeah, I like the way it looks right now. That's for sure.
Yes, it definitely is a an evolving creative state for sure.
Yeah,
But it will get to the point like I'm noticing your eye and your style. For sure, I noticed the improvement. Remember what I said? Your composition is definitely like has improved over the past year for sure. But
yeah,
also your approach and your post processing. as well. I'm noticing an aesthetic you like, you know.
Mhm.
Chuck comes in and says, seeing a photo in your everyday world. Yes, absolutely. That and we're gonna get to tips because that is one thing to help you improve your creativity. Yeah, your creativity, it's your style, 100%. Hello, Akish. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate you. Um, and then da-da-da-da-da. Oh, here we go. Matt says it's the unique look of your own style and creativity. 100%. And then it says you can have 5 photographers shoot the same thing and no 5 images would be the same. Exactly. We noticed that when we shot that day. We shot completely different. Heck,
Mhm.
there were even times when we did the hike too. It's like we're at the same location, but we're seeing things a little different. And I think that's the beauty of trying to develop your own eye in photography, right?
Yeah.
Chuck says the eye in photography is seeing a photo before you take it. Your style is established with your composition, subjects, and processing. Exactly. So not only is again common denominator composition because you know what that is. You know what composition is, right?
It's king,
Composition.
baby.
Composition is king. You already know it, okay, folks. Um, so with that said, absolutely. And your subjects, for portraits, for me, it's about emphasizing and putting and drawing the attention to my subject. And of course, your post processing, because that's where you add the cherry on the top. So
Mhm.
100%, I agree. Can't disagree with that. Also, once you do photography long enough, you could even know the image and what you want the way before you even take the image. Yeah, absolutely. There's been plenty of times, especially with the editorials I shot recently, where I'm already thinking of how I want the photos to the end result. Um, when I do my editorials, there I actually practice the lighting through this app called or this software called Satellite 3D. You ever heard of that, Derek?
I
And
believe so. Is it like a 3D model of the lighting setups and stuff like that?
exactly, exactly. Hold on, here we go. Let me see if I by Alexa. Here we go. Let me see.
Yeah.
You know, so I use this sometimes. Let me share screen. Here we go. So, so here we go. To Matt's point, I use this at times, this software, so that I set up the lighting, see how it's going to hit the model. I can add a V flat, take away a V flat, use a negative, positive, whatever. And this kind of helps me to kind of put my what I have in my mind on paper and then bring that to the shoot. Cause with that, what was it? Which was it with that shoot? I think it was with that shoot. Um, that I actually had the print, not the printout, but on my phone I had the PDF of the schematic, the power of the lights,
Yeah.
and you know, the focal length, etc.
Mhm.
So I use this program. I pay for the basic version, but I'm thinking I should have just paid for the full version. But anyway,
It
so that
works anyway.
huh?
I said it works anyway.
Yeah, it works really good. It works really well because you know you could kind of get an idea. Now, is it perfect? No, but it's really good though. It's really helpful to save time when we walk up to a shoot. If you're renting a studio and you don't want to spend 2 hours setting up an additional 2 hours of cost, then that software will help you get there really quick.
Yeah. I used
All right.
to I used to draw because I started out with art, drawing, different kind of art mediums, painting, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I used to draw my what I would like my photo to look like. So when I started drawing, I started drawing like different kind of things, and I love drawing, and I converted my art to photography.
Mm,
And so now when I started, started taking photography seriously, I started, seeing that art come to life. That's the reason why I went to. I wanted to bring that art to life, And so I did that a little bit. I still even do that today. I go into my book and I'll just draw it and sketch out what it might look like, and so that I can keep it as a memory, because sometimes I just like forget, like it's
Like a
not there.
reference.
Like I'll be like, oh, I have a good idea, and I'll
Mhm.
just sketch it out real quick, and then that's it. Like I'll just keep it jotted down in there. That's what my next shoot will be, or my next creative thing is. So I got a whole book
You
for
might
it.
like that program. You might like that program because it pretty much does that without the drawing part. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Uh, but no, I think that's literally why I got it was for what you said because I save different lighting schematics and and like, oh, I like the way that came out, and I'll
Mhm.
save it because you could punch in, oh, Godox, AD 600, and they'll have a 600 watt, and it's literally relative to your flash, and it has a
Right.
bunch of other brands. So, all
Mhm.
right. With that said, let's move on to the next thing. Again, everyone, I posted the link. If you feel like jumping on, you're more than welcome to. All right, let's go to the next thing. Now, let's talk about tips to develop your own style. Okay, your own kung fu style. All right.
Mhm.
Um, I thought about some. Okay, I got my little notes right here. Matter of fact, let me pull it up on my phone. That'll be easier. I'm always like looking this way because this is where the computer is.
Yeah.
Um, let me get to the notes. Let's talk photography. Here we go. And I feel like I'm about to sneeze any second. Here we go.
Kazoo type.
Achoo! All right. Anyway, back. Uh, okay. So here we go. Um, let's talk about tips, ways, and for folks to further develop their creative style, their unique creative style that is theirs and theirs alone, and that clients would be glad to compensate them for. Right? Because I would pay less if you shot like everybody else. You know what I mean? Um, Here we go. You're monitoring the comments, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm
Copy
monitoring.
that. Okay. All right. Here's the first one. Here's the first one. All right. Who would have thought composition is king? Hey, now I wanted to start with that one. Composition is king because that to me just sums up um what makes a good photographer and what does not. I've seen great photographers and they never touch a flash. I've seen great photographers and they only touch flash or they're only in a studio, but they all have a common denominator. Something it's just their fundamental understanding of composition and their ability to bend, fold, and sometimes break those rules,
Mhm.
right, with intention. And um I've been able to fool people even with a cell phone, thinking I took it with a Nikon because I posted on Instagram because they don't know a thing. But because of the fundamental understanding of composition, people don't know none the wiser. And a lot of times, the eye in photography, to me, composition is the subliminal message of photography. It's the reason why people like your photo a lot of the times. And a lot of times they have no clue how to say it. They don't know the exact words like we photo nerds know, right? It's like, God, that's a great photo. Ooh, that's this is a great camera. There's that one, which I want to just slap people up with, right?
Your camera takes really good photos.
Yeah, your camera takes great photos. Or sometimes, they'll say, "Oh, that's nice lighting," or, "She looks great," or something like that. But it really, ultimately, they're complimenting your composition. They love how pleasing it is to their eye, right?
Yeah.
There's a visual medium. So, if to me, my first advice I would give any photographer, especially portraits, since I'm a portrait photographer, to work on is composition. All right. So if folks don't know, okay, because guess what I did for all of you? I actually did some notes. Who would have thought? Oh my God. Check this out. We're gonna go over that right now. A few compositional rule basics. All right. First, elements in composition: shape, form. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, let me accept that. For some reason, unless I accept their little worms on my TV. There we go. Form, texture, color, of course, positive and negative space. This one is a big one. I yell at people all the time with headshots, portraits. I'm like, oh God, it's too much negative space, or So there you go. All right. God, these must be high-res photos they uploaded. They shouldn't have done that. It takes too long to load. That's a bad website design there. Anyway, 10 rules. Here's some quick ones, folks. We all know this one, rule of thirds. All right. And you can see what you're doing here. You're placing certain subjects across on the intersections in general, whether it be horizon for your landscape. Okay. This is a perfect example right here. You can see camera left a little bit more. Here's a subject on the intersection. We have the golden ratio here. All right. Then we have leading lines. We all know what that is. It's leading lines. Also, it's framing. If something awesome was there, would be there too. And actually, rule of thirds is here because this is like more on the lower third of the frame. So
Yeah.
multiple compositions kind of going on. We have diagonals right here. Also, a little bit of leading line, but diagonals for sure. We have framing. So they're using a doorway. We've all seen this with gates and stuff like that. Doorways, well, more traditional American doorways, right? Really helps to frame and emphasize your subject right there. We have figure to ground. Okay. And then fill the frame. This isn't really the best example for fill the frame. I would tell you that right now. Okay. That's not the best example.
Yeah.
Because fill the frame is when your subject fills up 70, 80% of the entire frame. Like this isn't, it's just a full body shot. Like it's not really fill the frame, you know what I mean? But whatever. Center dominant eye. Okay, they're putting them right in the center, and that's cool too. Patterns, I guess that's another one. Symmetry and asymmetry, that works. Here we go. See, this is great. We've all done that once in a while. And there's many other compositional rules. These are a few that I found on this website to be pretty helpful. Okay. So, anyway, let's go back. Let me turn that off.
Kind of just adding dimension to your photos. It's not so
Totally.
flat.
But think
Yeah.
about it. Composition is the one thing you can apply regardless of the camera or artistic medium. You could be an artist, a painter, composition. You could be an animation artist, composition. You can be a videographer, composition. Like composition is king.
You gotta
You
have to get
know,
one of those buttons for that.
I gotta get
Somebody
the
that
shirt.
says
I gotta get the
no.
shirt.
No, you
Oh,
gotta hit the button. Yeah, you gotta hit the button for it. Is there a
oh
king button? Is it king?
man, that's a all right. Hold on, Derek. I got get your wallet open. Here you go. All right. That's a great idea. Remind me
Somebody
of
yell
that.
out, king.
Composition is king. Hold on, we got a couple of comments. Ooh wee. Awesome. Okay. Of course, try not to copy anyone. Absolutely. Be inspired, but never copy. Behind on editing tonight, just hanging out while I work tonight. Thank you, Malcolm. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Oh, I love that. Yeah, what a great photograph. Damn, I'm trying to think it must have been a photo that was on the website. Yeah, we've all heard of course we have. That's why what I'm talking about tonight is really you also have to remember, like when I bring things up and topics up, I have to speak to the entire room. I know there's definitely a group of us that have been doing this longer, longer than some others,
I
and
think
have
he
more
was.
experience.
I think he's referring to like what people say when you take the photos of them, and then they looking at the photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
copy that. Sorry, Matt. Okay, I thought he was talking about the compositional rules. I'm like, you know what? The composition never gets old. Composition is a basic trait for all photography. If you have a unique composition that is persistent through your photos, then composition is king. Absolutely, Chuck. You're 100% right, and that's why I'm getting, merch coming soon. Merch coming
Merch,
soon, folks.
merch coming.
What's the poll look like, Derek? Hit me good
We
time.
got 69% on T-shirt one.
Okay, 69. And what do we have on number
Yeah,
two?
two kind of came back a little bit. It's at
Wow.
31%. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. Wow. We were going hard on number one. Matthew says used to be the rule of thirds. Yes. And then style IMO has more to do with the subject genre you shoot and your unique processing. Style IMO. Hold on. I don't know if I know, but
In my opinion.
oh. Oh, copy that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I mean by, the eye in photography, that yes, your subject, your genre, and then your eye or your approach to that 100% is going to obviously give you um you're automatically going to have unique processing. Like how Derek processes his photos are different from mine off top, even though we hang out all the time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, breaking rules can be a 100. Absolutely, absolutely. Break them, dash them, step on them, 100%. Yeah.
Just
Isn't the
like
staircase
just
more?
like if you have like if somebody says, "Hey, like man, you take all these ugly photos. I can't believe like these ugly photos." That's a style.
I
Even an
get
ugly photo style. Like you can have this. You taking ugly photos? Okay, that's your style. Like
that just
it's
style,
not for
ugly
me.
photos.
It's not for them. It's
Hey, I
for
bet
you.
somebody's gonna like it though.
Yeah, somebody's gonna like it. It's a style.
Yeah, yeah, Chuck. I think it has like a few compositional rules in there. The website just highlighted that particular one with the leading lines. I thought there was some framing in there as well, lower thirds, some golden rule. Yeah, just a few things in there. Um, we have a photog that participates in our monthly review and and everyone can pick his photo every time because he has a very unique style. And see, having your own unique style, finding your creative eye and developing that is going to help you to set yourself apart, just like in Chuck's case of this particular photographer. But also for branding, you can't buy that. You can't buy that branding attribute to be able
Mhm,
to have work that really sticks out among the rest. That's fantastic. That's why I want to talk about this topic so that all of us have that in the back of our mind when we're shooting, that we're shooting to really further enhance our creative voice.
mhm, mhm.
That's all. That's all we're doing. And Chuck says, "Okay, I'm done spamming. You better knock it off, Chuck." Okay. You're more the I love the comments. I love everybody's participation and input. This is what makes this a great dialogue. All right. Otherwise, I'll be drinking a lot more water and tea if it was just Derek and I talking. Let's get to the next tip. Next tip for developing your own style. Shoot with a not all, a compositional rule in mind. That's right. That's a tip. Okay. Like when I go out, oh, I'm going to specifically make sure I work on X compositional rule. I'm going to be mindful. So when I'm looking at how I'm framing and positioning my subject, for me, it's portrait photography, I'm going to shoot with that particular compositional rule in mind. So I like to sometimes give myself a test when it comes to that. Have you ever thought of that, Derek? Like we're like, okay, I'm going to specifically try to get this compositional rule when I'm taking a photo. Do
Yeah,
you?
if I do that when I want to do things quickly.
Mm,
If I'm taking my time and I'm, looking at different things, I'm kind of just scoping uh, the area, then I could kind of take my time with it and stuff. But uh, if it's quick, I gotta stick with some rules. Like I gotta stick with what I need to do. Like this
Get
is
in,
what
get
my
out.
thing. Get it in. Like I can get my the shots, and then if I can get it done the right way the first time, I can at least if I got enough time later, I can go back over and be like, hey, you know what? I didn't try this other time. Let me check this out because over that period of time, you already kind of thought of like, oh yeah, this would be a good shot right here. Oh yeah, that'd be a good shot. You
Mhm.
coming up with ideas as you go. It's just you got if you get outside of your goals and your plans, then you start messing up at that point.
I'm getting nervous. I,
Yeah,
um, I haven't done a whole shoot with a specific compositional rule in mind, but I have, um, to like what Chuck said earlier, like I see a shot before I take it, and then what's going to emphasize that vision is a particular compositional rule, and then I lean into it for that specific shot. Does that make sense?
yeah,
And but when I came up with this tip, it was like, all right, if I don't have a unique voice yet or I'm working on one, here is something that I think would help that particular photographer help to really get a firm understanding of compositional rules, and in the process further develop their unique approach. Because if you go into a shoot or a specific shot with a composition in mind, you're practicing that, and then you're learning to how to bend, fold, and break that compositional rule. So that was the reason behind me giving that tip right
because
there.
if you work rule of thirds, right? There's all there's all kinds of angles that you can take
Mhm.
within that third. Say like if you top right corner or whatever,
Yep.
there's different angles and ways you can compose that image. So it's not just it's a lot
Yeah, there's not
into
just
it.
one way for you to shoot it.
Yeah, there's not one way, and you realize that over a period of time after you've been shooting for a while that like, okay, my horizon isn't where I want it to be in this shot, or at this angle, or like how do I want to shoot my subject up, like shooting from on the bottom, or do I want to shoot from downwards, and then that
Perspective.
plays
Mhm.
into like your rule of thirds. So it's it's all about like there's no one real way to do it, but like that's the best part about it is that you can do it the way that you like to do it, and then there's so many different ways you can do that if you're following that one rule, just by following one rule.
Absolutely, and it's hard to ever apply one compositional rule without applying others.
Yeah.
So what you just said, you're like, "Oh, when I'm shooting with rule of thirds in mind, but if I shoot lower or higher, then that's actually a compositional rule called perspective."
Hmm.
So there's like, yeah, it's hard, and that's what makes it fun and creative too. And
Hmm.
again, helps you to further develop your own unique style because you're approaching it in your own particular way.
Right.
Um, so so that's another tip to further develop your style. Here's another one. Always keep light in mind. That's right, I said it. Always keep light in mind. Okay? Again, this is about developing your own creative style in photography. For me, what's helped me with that particular tip is that regardless if I have off-camera flash or working with natural ambient light or mixing the two together, I've noticed that I've always felt confident in that shoot or in that particular photo session because I always have light in mind, how it's bouncing off of a close to near a wall, how it's reflecting, how's it reflecting off the water, what clothes they're wearing, the complexion of their skin, all these particular things will be affected by light, right? And if you always approach your session and your composition with light in mind, it will be very hard for you to get a bad shot. And also, um, as you continue to do that, you're eventually going to create your own unique eye in photography, because eventually you're going to like, oh, this is how I approach light. And so that was a tip there. What does light mean to you, Derek? I say you.
uh, Light means everything. I'm into like sciences, so
Okay.
I'm into like the whole like speed of light. Uh, like I've researched the James Webb Telescope, how it's able to capture light from far distances, and how light changes color, the color spectrum, especially during like uh, the different uh, was it the radiation, the different like uh, color spectrum that you can't see, like a person can't see. So I'm interested in all kinds of just light. Light has always been something and that's what actually keeps us going. Like any thermal things are light is basically light energy. Um, but light shapes the world. Light shapes our perspective. Light shapes our our perspective. Like this is the reason why we see things. Uh,
Mhm.
so light is everything to me, especially in photography.
That might be the beanie, or what was it? What did Cooley want? He wanted
We want
a
to,
fitted hat.
yeah, figure that.
We might have to get
Light is everything.
light is everything. Let me write that down. Light. I love it. Okay. I have a comment here. I want to. Rakesh says, when you shoot par TOF, of the body, how do you exclude or include the parts of the body like elbows, knees, and feet, to give some example? All right, Rakesh, I mentioned this earlier, and I'm going to talk about it again. Okay. That's a great question. That's so good, Rakesh, for that question. I'm going to have to open up your wallet right now, Rakesh, right now. Open up your wallet, insert this. Okay. That's a Mario coin, okay? That is redeemable absolutely nowhere. All right? So let's get to my example to answer your question. Okay? Let's go to my what in the good God's name just okay. All right. Anyway. All right, let's go to my website, Rakesh. Okay, when it comes to composition and framing for subjects, I'm guessing is saving up his coins. Okay, unfortunately, redeemable nowhere. So he's talking about what should we do with body parts, especially composition and stuff like that, framing, etc. As I mentioned earlier, let me turn off this thing. Oh, whoops. Let me go back to that site where it has it. Okay, here we go. So if you look at my photos, feel free to press a like and let me stop. When I'm composing and framing, I never cut off by the joints. All right. You see here, I'm above his knees. I'm above the knees. This is a medium shot. I'm above the knees. All right. See, I don't cut off by her elbow. Can you see my cursor? Can you see the cursor move?
I could barely see it. I'm on my cell phone.
Oh yeah. Hold on, brother. Let me do this.
So I'm
There.
here wiping out my glasses.
All right, here we go. Um, all right, so here we go. I don't cut off, see, by her elbow, Rakesh. I'm above her elbow here in the purple photo. I don't cut off by the neck bone right here in this photo. It's not by the neck bone. Do not crop by the neck unless you really don't like that person or they didn't pay you the rest of your money. Um, see where I'm not cropping at the joints. Do not crop at the joints. Okay, here we are. Here's the wrist. I do not crop at the wrist. It's just slightly below it. Full body. Here we are here. I don't crop at the elbow. I crop in the forearm, bicep. I'm not cropping at the neck, collarbone.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not serial killers in here.
Yeah, we're not serial killers. Exactly. So here we are, Rakesh. This is a headshot I did 2 weeks ago for an actor. I'm above his elbow. You see what I'm saying? I'm above his elbow right here. Okay. And then well, that's full body. Let's go through these ones right here. You can see a consistent pattern. All right. Well, that's full body. Here we are. Okay. Boom. Composition. Here's the positive space, negative space. I love that photo. I'm above his ankles right here. All right. Obviously, if he's looking off this way, perhaps a little bit more space here. You see, he's slightly camera left. All right. Here we are here, above her waist, or at least her waist is probably, actually, I think it's roughly around here. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Here we are. Actually, in this frame, I think her knee's right there. So it's like her calf. But I love the framing. See, look at this framing. This is composition. Okay. We have framing right here in between. Well, these kind of bring you to it a little bit. But definitely rule of thirds and perspective. I'm shooting on the floor. I'm on the floor shooting up to make her look slightly taller, but I wanted to include all this extra madness up here. Right. I love the texture. So that
Yeah,
was the element. Remember we talked about composition texture was one of them. Compositional I forgot what it said, but either way.
the color.
Yeah, color, texture, etc.
Mhm.
Here we are. Look, here's her knee. I'm not cutting it off here. I'm below her knee. There. Okay. Whoops. Hello. But look, I'm above her knee. Right here. You guys see that? I'm above her knee. Make sure your kids are asleep. And then
Is it a nip slip?
right here, I'm cutting off at the shin, not at the joint. So the moral of the story, we don't need to go through all this for heaven's sakes, for
Yeah.
heaven's sakes. The point is, Rakesh, is that I did not cut at the joints. All right. And I don't perfectly frame all the time. Sometimes I shoot it slightly wider just so I could recorrect later. All right. So that's that. I hope that helped at all, Rakesh. I really do. Um, I consider those rules not style. If you break the rules like Peter Hurley, cropping the head, top of the head, that's a style. Well, yeah, you're absolutely yeah, no, you're right. But in general, the rule is do not crop at the hairline, don't crop at the joints
Mhm.
because subliminally there's something off. We're gonna be like, man, there's something about that just doesn't seem right, right? Whether we think it's right or not, in our mind, in our hindbrain, we're gonna be like, yo, there's something off there. Thank you, Rakesh. Appreciate that. Yes, those are again, I was just showing those for personal examples of how I applied my compositional rules for portraits and stuff like that. And also to answer your question, I hope it helped. Um, Dutch tilt with your girl leaning against the wall. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great one. There you go, Chuck. Make sure you're saving these. Stack your coins, Chuck, next to your M&Ms. Okay. Redeemable? Absolutely nowhere. Thank you, Chuck. Yeah, you're right. I love Dutch tilt. There's something cool about Dutch tilt. Um, Thank you again, Rakesh. These are great examples. Yes, I'm glad I hope they helped you in any particular way. Initially, no one, though Peter was right, but his style is now copied by so many. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. But it's Peter's style they're copying.
Mhm.
Um, matter of fact, I think I might be getting to the next topic actually. Using composition to Oh yeah. Okay. So here's a tip real quick. To your point, Chuck, what I did to help me further enhance my own particular style was that I looked at other people's unique style, right?
Mhm.
Chuck, just like you're talking about Peter Hurley and folks copying, I always go to be inspired by. Um, I can name a few. I love Peter Hurley's headshots, but it's not my style. It's not my, but I appreciate how he got there. And I try to take pieces of that. Um, for me, I do fashion and beauty. So, of course, Lindsay Adler is a huge influence for me of how she approaches lighting, composition, and especially her creativity. And then Dixie Dixon is another big one for me. It was when I first started to really get into Nikon, it was her and Matthew Jordan Smith that really was like, wow. And of course, the King of Kings, um, um, OMG. I feel so bad stumped on his name. Joe McNally. Oh, that was such a loss for me. Okay. I'll take
Because you
that.
call him the King of Kings, you can't just come out and just not remember
I
his name.
couldn't I know, that was so bad. But yeah, Joe McNally. I love
Yeah.
his approach to lighting, it's crazy, his speed light setups. So, Joe McNally was a huge inspiration, definitely at the beginning. Matthew Jordan Smith and Dixie Dixon, quite honestly. Um, so, but I just looked at all of them, even into the magazines, I still get GQ and Vogue, Derek knows that, and I look at it not for the articles because most of them are trash, but the photography and how that photography is being displayed on the pages,
Mhm.
right? That's another thing, how they're framing it and everything. And then I try to implement some of it into my own style, right? Like
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, he never said just study one. He said take from everybody and then figure out what works best for you. And that's what I do. Like I'll look at the greats, I'll look at everybody and I'll say there's something about them that makes them unique. And then I
Mhm.
try to take bits and pieces of that and implement it into my own style. And
Yeah.
I know it's working because one day, Derek was like, I saw a photo and I knew it was yours. Remember you said that a couple of weeks ago? You said that to
Yeah.
me, and I was
Yeah, I
like,
saw a photo of, and then that person like that was a model, and I was like, oh yeah, that's Robert's photo. I didn't know he worked with her, but it was like, oh okay, that's his work.
and I thought that was awesome, but and I appreciate you saying that, but at the same time, that's literally the point where I want all of us to get to that where others can see it and see that it's a Peter Hurley or it's a yours or a whoever's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, is there for you for where do you find for your voice, your creative voice, what inspires you? How do you find that for you, Derek?
I think it's fascinating that other photographers, like you bring up Peter Hurley, that kind of just breaks the rules a little bit, and they turn it into their own like style. Um, even though uh, even though they say don't copy, I think it's it's kind of a thing if you kind of like put yourself in the mind of that person and try to see if that person is like where what brought them to break that rule. uh it kind of helps you realize, oh yeah, I could probably bend this rule a little bit. This is a rule that I always didn't like, but I think I could kind of pull it off if I could do it this way. Like it's always about perspective. It's always about changing, evolving. Uh, I would say like not necessarily don't don't copy, but copy. If that makes sense. Copy that mind state, copy that thought of breaking the rule and doing it in a way that you know how that you would like it. And people are like, oh yeah, you broke the rule, but no, I'm gonna keep breaking this rule until I figure out how I'm gonna get this shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's I think you're saying what I said earlier, which is like, don't copy, but be inspired by,
Yeah.
don't copy Peter Hurley, but feel free to be inspired. And
Hmm.
I'm quite sure he was inspired by somebody when he started,
Yeah.
and that influenced to where he got to. and now he has a very unique, distinctive style to the point where people are paying to learn that style, right?
Hmm.
And kudos to him. And no, absolutely. When I look at the work in GQ or Vogue, I'm not trying to copy, but I'm trying to be influenced and inspired by it. There's nothing wrong to be influenced, inspired by people and taking little
Right.
nuggets. You know,
Hmm.
as long as you're taking that and then twisting it in your own through your own approach, I think it's game time, right?
Right.
Um, hold on. Chuck says if you can't recognize a photographer by just the photo, then they don't have a unique style. 100%. And a great photo following all the rules is not a style, it's just a good photo. Exactly. And that's why at the beginning when I said I'm not sure if I said it at the beginning, but I for sure said it on my live before the show. I said shooting high speed sync is not doesn't make you a fantastic photographer. It makes you know how to shoot high speed sync. Okay,
Yeah.
shooting a beautiful model at f 1.4, at 500, 500th or a thousandth of a second, with tons of power, doesn't make you a good photographer. It makes you like everybody
Yeah.
else. I see that so much, but anyway, I don't wanna get on my rant. Let me get
Yeah.
off.
I would see outdoor shoots with like max power flash.
Blown out background, dark background, silhouette,
Yeah.
I'm just like I mean, it's a great technique. We all can do it,
Yeah.
therefore it's not unique. Everyone does do it. Of course, they're gonna look great because it is a cool effect, but it's been, like, beaten over the head so much where people are actually it's like it t
I
no
think that's what it
no
is.
one's being dangerous. No one's, like, trying something different, and
I think that's what it is. I think it's people that are trying something different. They just haven't made it there. They haven't made it to that point, a time where they can actually change it. Like everybody has their progressions, and then for some reason it became a trend that people do, or like people gravitate towards it, even though that's a natural progression of particular photographer that's progressing into their own kind of style.
I think it's like a low-hanging fruit, I'll be quite honest.
Yeah, because it's
Everybody's
everyone
gonna
on
like it, it
Instagram.
looks pleasing, it's easy
Mhm.
to do, it's just like anyway, but that's let me get off my freaking Apple box here. Um, Joe Grimes, absolutely, you know him by his style, exactly, and that's why he's compensated because of that style that people really like, his
Yeah.
approach. Lindsay Adler is another one, like, I don't know how she comes up with those ideas and pulls it off, and then
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh, yeah, I spent $2 at, Michael's." I'm like, "How the hell did she make that with $2?" But it's
Yeah.
crazy this the stuff she does.
Yeah.
Um, Cooley comes in, says, "Annie Leibovitz," I'm gonna say he
Oh
meant.
yeah, her. I like her work. She's a fine art photographer. She's a really good fine art photographer. I
She's
like her
amazing.
work.
Yeah, she's really awesome. I love her work too. Hold on, we have an intruder in the house. We have
Uh-oh.
the one, the only Cooley in the house.
Hey, you forgot the man, the legend.
Oh, yeah, the man, you know
Got
what?
a lot of gray hair.
I I used that last time, but then I realized I was using that for
Hey,
every single person.
first, first, I promise I won't fall asleep.
Oh,
Please
shoot.
don't promise that.
That's the highlight of probably the whole thing.
That's the
Um,
comedy
well,
highlight of it all.
the motivators for me was
Uh-huh.
like Ken Marcus,
Okay.
of course, Annie Leibovitz. When I was a rep for Belcar, I actually got to meet Stremetsky and Scavillo, and those guys were like, as far as I'm concerned, absolute photo gods. I mean, I joked around and says,
You were like,
and they just laughed, and like being light came down, hit him and stuff, and it was like pretty cool. Um, but what's the guy's name? He did a book. Another motivation I used to like because I used to shoot a lot of stuff, like to shoot a lot of stuff like high contrast. So
oh,
Nagel, remember he was big in Chicago, real high contrast. They were almost like
oh,
high contrast portraits,
oh,
but it
okay.
was basically lines and a little bit of color, and then it was just basically a graphic of a portrait. But it was art. It wasn't really actual photos. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Uh,
those
well, someone that inspired me, Gordon, Gordon Park. Um, he was awesome, and he was like the first African American life
yeah.
photographer.
I never seen stuff by him. He was cool.
Gordon Parks was awesome. He did a nice. He has a hell of a story. You want to talk about his photography story and how he started doing fashion photography? We're talking
Oh
about
yeah,
the 50s. A
yeah.
black guy doing fashion photography. It was his story is amazing. And then he ended up being like a music composer. He wrote
Oh
Shaft.
wow.
He wrote the music for Shaft.
Oh, he did. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrote and he started off as a photographer. He was like such an artist. Like he really
Yeah,
did a lot. So
yeah.
he did score music and everything. But his portraits were great, and his ability to story tell was really awesome. I really liked it. Um, hold on, we got a uh
Uh-oh.
oh. Look at the Chuck say.
Uh-oh.
Who's
Hey,
got
this
who's
time
got
he fell asleep first. Oh,
the
yeah.
is it don't take Cooley style away?
I knew he was gonna bring it up to
Oh!
the
It ain't a live video until you get the M&Ms out.
Wow, look at that. Chuck, you have Eminem competition.
Well, he's got a bigger bag. That could be taking some anyway.
How big what does he have, like the family size?
Oh, I think it's like a 50-gallon size or something. I don't know.
Oh. Chuck, how big is your bag? That sounds personal. Hey Chuck, how big is
Oh, okay.
your
Imagine somebody flipping through and hear like, "How big is your bag?"
Hey, no.
As
But
long as the
anyway,
car
I
is
What's going on, and you're good.
oh, all right, hold on, let me make sure. Let me see. Oh, look at that. Oh, he gets the party size. Damn.
Ooh.
Wow.
Did he get his Sam's?
diabetes.
Hey, you know what? I love Skittles,
Oh.
and those
Like,
things are dangerous. Those are
Yeah.
dangerous.
or what
Mine
about those
too.
like really they're like they're that like they're basically it's 98% sugar, but it's you can get them at Menards and stuff. They're like bags of these like flavored like what's it they call jujus or giant jelly beans or something or
Oh yeah,
yeah
it's
yeah
kind of like
yeah.
Mike and Ike things, but the fruit ones, right?
Oh yes, the grape flavored,
Yeah.
the yellow flavored ones, lemon flavored. Anyway,
You know what? You know what's dangerous in front of me? Some Sour Patch Kids.
oh
Those are
okay.
great. Sour Patch Kids are like the best movie candy. Like
That's
they're
the
like
nice. That was the nicest thing about having kids because Halloween, man, it was like, huh? Well, let me make sure that's safe for you.
let me test that out.
Let me grab like a couple of them, make sure they're
That looks
cool.
like a lot of
That's right.
chocolate. I don't know. I better make sure that's safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you get an extra bag just for testing, of course.
Yeah.
John Ishii says, "Congrats on your front cover, Robert. Thank you very much. Thank you very much." And I actually got Dixie Dixon. I'm not sure if folks saw that on my community tab. Feel free to go and press a like on my community tab. Dixie Dixon commented on that post of making the cover. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I think I said like, it's good if she says it's good. So, but thank you very much, John. I appreciate it. Clearly I love beauty photography. I love lifestyle fashion photography. That's kind of my jam there. And of course I couldn't have done it without a great team because that's really a great makeup artist. Ava and I have gotten published numerous times together. It's like every time we collab, it's we're always getting published, and I love her makeup artist. She's fantastic. So if you're ever in the Bay Area and you need a wicked makeup artist, Ava Bambico, she's awesome. If you can't remember, just hit me up. I'll refer her to you in a second. Greg Corker says, "Congrats. What publication?" All right, hold on. Let me just show it to you so you guys. I don't want you to brag, but I guess I gotta show you. So there we go. So here we go. It's Malvi Magazine, It is right here. Okay. Boom, bada bing. And there we go. Okay. Let me take away that. There you go, Greg and everybody else. How can we do this here? Whoops. Whoops. I just knocked you. All right, there we go. Malvi Magazine. That's the photo I took with the Nikon Z9 with the Z70 to 200 f2.8 lens. One light source and a bounce. I think I used a white bounce. I can't remember. But either way, there you go. With the mist blue Savage backdrop. That's mist blue or blue mist. Blue mist, mist blue, you got it. Whatever. Anyway, so that's that. And these are the other photos just to show you guys real quick. There's that one. All of these are with the same lens. Ironically, those were the ones I ended up choosing. I didn't mean to just pick this lens, but it is what it is. Okay. So those are
here's my question.
uh-huh.
When you shot those headshots, you said you're shooting what, f8, f11 for the exposure on them?
Those are okay. It's not. Hold on, brother. I think it was more like F8. Quite
F8?
honestly, yeah,
Now,
because of the
what lights were you using on the background to keep the background density good?
Okay, I used a MS300 Godox MS300
Just one light.
for these. I think I used maybe two right. Excuse me, because lower right corner here looks well lit. So I'm. Wait, hold on.
It looks like you had
Wait,
a
the light
dark
is
and a background light.
I can't remember how many if I used one or two lights on this one. I can't remember 100%. I don't want to lie to you.
It was a butterfly lighting
you
with
can
the
see
big flat on the left side.
You can see the reflection here. So that's there's something shit. I can't see if that's the floor. Let me look into our eye. Let me look real crazy.
Look into my eyes.
I think there's one light source with a bounce. It might have been a V flat or something like that.
Oh, okay. So
you know what I mean?
How close to the background was she to keep up that? I'm just curious, but I'm a nosy dude.
I'm gonna say 3 to 4 feet.
Oh, okay.
Because inverse square law, I purposely did not want to
blow it out.
Yeah, I didn't want it bright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a plum, and you could see I had a second light in the back here, and then it obviously the gray. See how it kind of yeah. So I had one light there, one light in the front, and that's kind of how I did it. And then this one, you could see the grade again, one light in the back, one light up top. And I purposely want to make sure that I had shadow to just carve out her jawline, etc. Okay. But again, a good makeup artist is gonna save you time, money, and hair. Yeah, Ava Bambico. She's awesome. Let me see. There she is right there.
Lightroom, let me tell you.
Huh? I did most of this in Lightroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. Like Lightroom is pretty awesome. And then I did the frequency separation and stuff like that with the skin and Photoshop, of course. Okay. John, it's beautiful. Thank you very much, John. That means a lot. Really does. I appreciate that. And then Greg says beautiful, so striking. Thank you very much. Yes. But, you know what? Hey, you know what? Most of it is the models and the makeup artists. Let me just put that out there.
This is a great motivator, let me tell you.
Yeah. Having beautiful models is never a long day in the studio. That's all I gotta say.
Conversations are hilarious.
Oh yeah, we were. Oh my god, yeah. We talked about everything under the sun, and yeah, it gets crazy. I mean,
mostly astrology.
Yep, astrology and all that other madness. AP says, "Congrats, brother! Great photo. Thank you very much, Chuck. Really appreciate it. And again, the reason why I'm showing you is is to show you that I'm applying, like I'm practicing what I'm preaching here. What I'm sharing is from my humble little experience, and that I'm out there in the field, in the pit. What do you call it? A grunter in the hole. I'm in there with all of you.
You're in the
Um,
battlefield.
yes, I'm in the field. I'm out there working, trying to get my work out there. I'm grinding like the rest of you, and without that, I wouldn't be able to get the connections that I am building now to bring to all of you. All right. Chuck says, Granted, a beautiful model is great, but capturing it, it's all you." Thank you, Chuck. I'm gonna show them that comment the next time someone says, "Oh, you got a great camera."
Oh man.
That
I'm
is a
gonna,
really cool camera. What kind of
Oh
camera do you
man.
have?
Say, just wait till I get onto my computer. I have a great computer as well.
yeah, that's great. You know, I got a great computer, and a great SD card. Who would have thought? You know?
I can
Yeah.
tap real fast.
Yeah, I can tap real fast. Oh my god. But no, 100. Yeah, I just hate that. I'm like, and I
Oh,
always tell them, I say, but the camera can't turn itself on though.
Yeah.
So
then they look
yeah,
all shot.
exactly. Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate the compliment, really do. Um, I will be doing the next Nikon review I'm gonna do is that 26 mil f2.8. I'm gonna do portraits with it and see how funky it'll be. You know what I mean? And
Why are they
There's a
coming out with these
guy that did
off millimeter
portraits
or off?
of dogs,
Wh-
and he used like a 14 millimeter wide angle, and it's the coolest photos I ever saw him out. There's this big nose, and it gets like, you know,
really distorted, huh?
Huh.
it was awesome.
Well,
Why
that's
why
why
are they
Chuck.
using these
Oh, go
off
ahead.
focal lengths? Why are they using like 28
Street, compact, inexpensive.
53, like they're going all these like
Oh,
weird focal lengths,
Yeah.
like all of a
that's a good
sudden.
point. They got the 40, right? They got
Yeah.
don't worry, Derek. They have the 26 and the 28 mil. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They got the 26, 28, a 40, the 58 knock lens that we talked about. They
Yeah.
got the unique. I mean, hey, guess what? People buying them.
And they're
Now,
all like
can you
1.2.
use that knock lens like normally, like a normal camera? That's just a video shooting lens.
You could shoot it. It's just manuals, what I'm told. So
Oh, okay.
Mazel tov, go for it if you wanna.
I'm too
I'm
old.
gonna be shooting portraits with this lens next Saturday. Hold on, there we go. The 16 to 28. So this thing is wide as hell, and because we were out shooting landscapes with this, but I'm gonna use this to shoot portraits just to see what it will look like.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes I like just doing something super oddball and just take a lens and use it the exact opposite way most people would intend to, right?
Yeah.
Take a 70 to 200 and shoot landscapes. Just go do it. Who
Yeah.
cares? Why not? You know?
Well, if you see in these videos that these landscape people use, it's a 72, it's a 70 to 200, a 28, or no, I'm sorry, 24 to 70, and then they always throw in like the occasional, like I had the 14 to 24. You know?
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, no, that's what look, even Chuck says that can be a style, 100%. It's like just go zany with it.
Mhm.
I did when I first got the F mount, the 105 f1.4.
mhm.
Still one of their best prime lenses ever made. The first thing I did was shoot street photography with that son of a bitch,
Oh my God.
and it was during Fleet Week, so all the Marines, you know, all the service people were in town in San
Yeah.
Francisco, and I did street photography with it. It was awesome. It looked so great with the fantastic compression and everything else. It was a 105, but
Man.
it was
Yeah.
so interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, make sure you get out front them.
I see a lot of photography work of landscape, like you know how they have like large fields of grass and stuff like that, like where it's like a bunch of texture.
Mm.
There's a lot of people that are shooting tight textured shots. Like they'll
Oh.
have like something that looks repetitive, and then
Uh-huh.
they have one spot where it just look a little bit off, but it's a texture. And so it's like it's interesting because of the texture is so different compared to everything else. And
Yeah.
that's how like the world, you don't see that in the world. You see it in photography. You don't even pay attention to that, but it looks
Yeah.
so interesting in the
Yeah.
actual photo.
It pops, huh?
Yeah.
Composition is what?
King.
King, man.
You better believe it. All right. So work,
All vertical.
cream, snap. Oh, look at this. Look at Greg. He said Starbucks chocolate covered roasted coffee bean. Dang.
Now that's a caffeine.
That had me up all night.
Wow. Starbucks
high.
chocolate covered roasted coffee bean. That sounds so good.
So delicious.
That sounds delicious. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know they did that.
Do they
Wow.
have white chocolate?
Oh heck yeah.
That sounds good.
Man.
That's a caffeine high times 10.
That really will wake you up.
Yeah.
John uses a 26 mil. Why? Because it's the same as the iPhone. Exactly. That's why I wanted to review it, just so that I could put it through my paces and see what I could come up with. And it's a fixed focal length, so it's going to really force me to have to get creative. So I'm really interested in. I have it right here. Remember when I was messing with the Z8 when the Nikon rep came to town?
Yeah.
He on the last day of our expo, he gave me the lens, which just dropped. So no.
Oh no.
So here we go. He gave me the
So
lens
he gave you the lens?
to review now, folks. To review.
Oh, I thought maybe
And,
it seemed like
I don't
hallelujah.
Yeah, I wish. I don't have connections like that. But but he gave me the lens to review, right?
Yeah.
And I'm super excited. We'll see what I can come up with. I'm gonna get a model. We'll shoot some model photography with this bad boy. I'm gonna do everything I shouldn't do with this,
There you go.
and then bring you guys my opinion. You know what I mean? I know there's other reviews, but mine are mine. So there you go.
Yeah, mine.
Mine are mine. But nonetheless, I'm gonna do something with that lens, and I'm probably gonna need Derek's help. So
It's all good.
here you go, Derek. Payment up front. Greg says Vahagan showed some killer images with the Knocked in his Knocked Files video. I'll check that one out. I'm just not $8,000 for the lens. I mean,
Ooh.
yowzers.
Ow.
Exactly. I just don't have
I'll go with a GFX 100 for that.
Yeah, I'm a review this next. Is all I gotta say. But you know what? That the 28 mil lens is like $300. The 40 mil is maybe under $400. I mean, they got some great lenses that are very inexpensive. I'm gonna have fun with.
I saw Sigma has a 65 2.8 art lens. I think
Hold on.
I'd bet
That's
that
65.
that bad boy.
I believe is for APS-C though. You might want to double check that.
Who?
That face. I didn't mean to poo-poo on your parade. Double check. I believe that's for Nikon's APS-C camera.
That's not fair.
So it's more like an 85-ish. You know what I mean? So
it's just like that 18 to 35 that Sigma made. I wish it was for like crop sensor, but it was for full frame. I was like, come on.
Yeah, double check that. If it's a DGDC, then I do it. Then it's crop. If it's DGDN, then it's full frame.
I think I still have some crop sensor cameras laying around. Grab one of those and get it, and I don't know, be my toy lens.
I would love to try it out. I would have to make sure I could get a used one from Mike's camera first, and then test it, and then I can do that. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to buy one.
Would you be allowed to buy from other stores?
Buy?
Yeah.
I could buy from whoever I want. I don't have it but I'm not gonna. But like, I would never. If I'm working with someone, I would never mention somebody that's competing with them. Like that would be rude.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If I made a video in collaboration with Mike's camera, I would never mention anybody. I won't say, oh, by the way, go check out the Amazon link.
Yeah.
And that's literally the first thing they said was like, yeah, don't mention anybody, no Amazon. I was
I
like,
wonder how much business Amazon has destroyed.
let's think about that. You know what I mean? I mean, countless. I'm quite sure.
And
Um,
hell,
can't
not even
stop.
groceries.
Oh, look at that. He says he can't stop eating them. It's a caffeine bomb. I bet. Holy cow.
Well,
To
tell
come
me
up with
to
that,
ship us some now.
what was that?
I said he's got to ship us some now.
Yeah, now I need to try them out. You know what I mean? Feel free to email me. My email is down below in the description section if you want to send me some of these. No. No, that
You touch the email and get the caffeine.
yeah, I know. I just answer the email and I get high off of it.
It's like a flow drip of what was that numbing agent? Morphine.
Yeah, like Derek, where are we at in our poll?
We are, it's gonna be the large T1 or wait a second. It just
Well, let's talk
disappeared on
specifics,
mine.
brother. Where are we at?
Let's see.
What's shirt number 1?
I'm waiting for the sweatshirt.
Actually, the poll is not up on mine. No longer up.
All right, let me go check. All right, here we go. We have 69. Let me 69% T-shirt 1 and T-shirt 2, 31. So it looks like
That's crazy.
we
Mine doesn't even
have
show it.
a winner. Everyone, round of applause for T-shirt number 1.
T1.
Yeah,
T1.
there we go. Thank you
told
all.
you.
I'll take the long sleeve.
Well, to be continued. Subscribe to stay tuned, Cooley. Okay.
It's too sunny in Cali. I gotta wear shorts.
We need some tees
Hey,
and hood.
it's the Midwest out here, man. Just wait a couple seconds and it changes.
Well, you know what? Here it's t-shirts and hoodies. So we're gonna get. So eventually, I'll definitely do a hoodie. That's for sure.
There you go, hoodie.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So I will be setting up what I'm gonna do about this. Oh, we got some comments. Hold on before I say it. Oh, okay. Chuck said he didn't see the poll. The poll's up top, Chuck. If you want to give your last minute
poll, isn't it? I don't think the poll is up here.
Are you sure? I'm looking at it right. Well, hold on, let me refresh my screen here.
Yeah, I refreshed it and it's not up on.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I see the poll. I haven't ended it. Interesting. Let me see if it's on my iPad, showing up on my iPad here. Oh yeah. Damn, that's weird. Positive, it's gone. Okay, Chuck. Thank you. I believe you. Oh, that is weird. I never took it away.
I guess since nobody has, entered a input into it in a while,
Thanks,
I guess it's
Chuck. I
stopped at like
appreciate
63. Yeah.
Oh, he said there is a Q&A thing. Tap on a Q&A because that's what I put up there. Oh, wait. That's the original question. That's really interesting that it just disappeared. I never did. Did you press end poll on accident? No?
I can't do it. I can only mod any kind of like
comments and stuff.
Comments and like
that's
people.
So weird. I never I didn't end it. I'm looking at it on my end, but I guess it's because it's my YouTube.
It's the Russians. That never failed.
The Russians, yeah. Aliens. But yeah, there it is. I'm staring at it. Anyway. Well, either way, T-shirt 1 was getting more. It got 2 out of 3 votes.
Okay. T-shirt 2 tried to come back. It tried to
do a write-in, but it didn't work. But
here we're gonna. But
I mean, if you had it vertical, then you probably have more likes for that one.
Hold on. Let me help you out. Nope. There you go. Nope. So the people have spoken. T-shirt number 1 looks like it's gonna be the one. All right, Chuck, if you want, hey, check this out. We got T-shirt number 1, and then we got T-shirt number 2. Okay, T-shirt number 1, T-shirt number 2. You
So
let
what do
me
you think
know.
you're going to charge for the shirts?
I have to see what I wanted to do was hold on, let me take this damn thing off. Okay. What I wanted to do,
Dues at a fundraiser, maybe? That'd be kind of cool.
I'm thinking about doing a pre-order, seeing
Uh-huh.
how many people, and that will help decrease the amount, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
call
Well, the
I'm
more you
gonna,
buy, the better the price usually.
yeah, on the first bulk order, and um I have a place here in the Bay Area that I can go to, and I'd rather be able to pick them up and save on shipping. And that will allow me to charge cheaper, if that makes sense.
That's
So
cool.
I'll do so all to be continued. I'm glad you guys like the design overall, and I'm going to put that together. And again, anything you guys can do um, will allow me to further continue to bring more tutorials, more reviews. I have a lot of ideas I want to do. I want to commit to this channel full time, and your help is going to be able to help me do just that, and thus help you all with more entertainment value.
I don't
Here,
think it was you, Greg, that closed it out. I think it just cut out on its own.
yeah, I think it did. That's just weird that it did that. That was so odd. Because I never pressed it. I just had Derek monitor it.
Yeah. I
Uh,
think I got out of it and then I couldn't get it back up. Like you asked me, I was like, wait a second, I don't
yeah,
even
I
see
don't see it on
it.
my iPad anymore, which is freaking weird too. So, it's got me thinking, what the heck is happening? No. um. So,
It's the
all right,
Russians, I'm telling you.
it's the Russians. It's the
They're
Russians.
watching
Aliens are real. They're real.
us.
All right.
They're sitting off California's shore with and their nuclear sub scrambling everything.
They're messing up my damn poll here.
It's way too sunny over there. We gotta break everything up.
Absolutely. Real quick, because I do have to keep a tight ship.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're hitting about 3 hours right now. All right, real quick, Cooley.
Yes.
Hold on before we end this madness.
Aw.
I know. The thing is, folks, tomorrow I have so much to do, and if I keep this train going, I simply don't wake up at 100%. And I'm very particular about my 8 hours. I'm sorry. It's a thing of mine. I'm gonna have a protein shake, put on something real quick, get some other notes I have to get ready done. I have to write the script to the next video I want to post tomorrow, this next week. So I write a script, I do all sorts of shot list and whatnot. With that said, I have to have a schedule. And Derek is on this with me, and I have to worry about his schedule and his life. And Derek has some good news that he wants to share with all of us.
Oh, really? What good news is that?
You know what it is, brother.
Oh, yeah.
The N to the I to the K to the E.
Yeah, I applied and hopefully I get this job at Mike's.
There we go. Shout out
It,
to you.
it's in the works, but I'll probably have some gear reviews coming up.
Ooh.
Fuji, baby. So congrats, Derek, for that. Seriously. Very happy for you. By the way, Fuji just came out. Hold on. I just saw this thing. It's the what did they say? Hold on. This camera. I thought of you when I saw it, obviously.
They're gonna upgrade the GFX. They're gonna turn it into a GFX sports camera. They're gonna come out with one of those.
FXS or something like that, or something or other. I thought I saw that.
Is that the 100 megapixel one?
Yeah, the GFX 100. They're coming out with that one. They're gonna make it a sports camera, so it's gonna be a lot faster.
Oh, okay. Fuji News. Okay, I thought I saw something else though. It was like, oh, look at that. FujiRumors.com. Everybody's got a F. It's called XS20. Is that it?
XS20? No, that's a crop sensor version of the XS10. The XS10 was more video centric. It was actually a smaller version of the XH2 or
Okay.
XH1.
Um.
But it's a more amateur esque. Instead of like the XH2 or XH1s, where they were flagship cameras for Fuji.
Okay. Okay.
For
I
buying
saw
those.
that. I saw that, and I thought of you. So I
Yeah,
you would know more than me for sure about that stuff.
maybe I'll think about checking it out or so, like see whatever. Because my brother has I convinced him to get the SX or the XS10, and he has
Okay.
that for himself.
Okay.
And he has the 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens and all that kind of stuff. So he was real excited about it. I'm glad I got him on board.
There you
Yeah.
go, Fuji fanboy. You're winning. Um. All right. So real quick, I do want to let folks know. I do have this out. If you do happen to shoot Panasonic or Lumix, I have
Thanks,
this
Greg.
how to get accurate white balance with your Lumix cameras out on my video on my channel right now. I will be hosting meetups. That's right. I'm hosting meetups. If you join my Patreon, go ahead and join my Patreon. I'm hosting meetups, photo walks, all that good stuff for my Patreon members. I'm also will be doing a a live stream specifically for Patreon members called I mean not called anything, but about the business of photography. I'm going to do it all there. We're going to be talking about the business, how to break down certain strategies, how to brand yourself, and how to get your business up and going, all that good stuff on my Patreon. So feel free. And if you want me to do any critiques, reviews, or whatnot, feel free to hit me up on Patreon at Robert Silver Photography. All right. Or if you just want to support, that helps. Let me tell you, this is not all us creators out here. It is not easy. It's just I've realized that how big and deep this hole has gotten when I put my foot in and I fell face first into it. Okay. Um. We have a couple some comments here. Congrats! Look forward to Derek's version of the Fuji cast. Yes, Derek. We
Yeah.
already trust. I'm on him all the time. I'm like, bro, you need to. Your passion is great. You have something to say. You know so much about it. Fuji, Fuji, Fuji channel, or at least just have a channel and you happen to talk about Fuji. You know what I mean?
Oh man, hey, I when I see all the other Fuji shooters, sometimes I'm like, okay, that's great. I like all the positivity I'm seeing, and then like every uh, brand they have like a cult. like I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into the cult. I don't want to start it.
Well,
That's not
you're
me.
still allowed to talk about what your passion. There's nothing wrong with
Oh
that.
no, for sure, for
You
sure.
can call it Fujiville.
Yeah. Well, now that's a cult. Now that's straight up cult right there.
As long as you're not drinking Kool-Aid, you're okay.
And don't be dressing in all white robes, okay? That's all I gotta say.
Drinking Kool-Aid.
You know what I mean? Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid on the way in.
come in like I got Fuji.
Have an annual summit to the Fuji Mountain. You know what I mean? And
And it'd be a big F carved in the
I'm
mountain.
gonna have a monk that's sitting beside me, and we're gonna talk about Fuji.
exactly.
Levitating.
XT5. Okay, Mozman comes in and says number one FTW. I'm so bad with these acronyms. What does that mean? Help me understand that. Oh, what does that mean, Derek?
FTW for the win.
For the win. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, in one stream, I've lost my cool card, and
That's okay. My daughter will send like these text messages with these different letters, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's a whole
and I feel so bad. Look, it got Chuck correcting my butt, and it got goodness, it's all bad for me. Derek is a great guy. Looking forward to his channel.
Oh, awesome.
See, that's Chuck's been on you about it too. So
yeah, he was like, man, you better get that.
I'm
not gonna jump on yours.
Exactly. Mozman's like Fuji Mafia. Absolutely. Oh, don't. Yeah,
I gotta
you're
wear my
oh,
hat.
Fuji Yakuza.
Uh,
Ooh, ooh.
I gotta get a what do you call it?
Hey,
One
got
of
a
those
Fuji.
swords, the katana.
Katanas.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
gotta get one of those.
Yes. You still have your hat, right? The hat?
Yep, yeah, I'm gonna wear the
Oh,
hat. I got
oh,
the trucker Fuji hat.
yeah, you be yeah, absolutely. Okay. So with that said, um, so
Wow.
today we talked about the eye of photography. I hope what was shared was helpful in any particular way.
Mhm.
There is almost composition rule is not something that you have to live and die by, but it's definitely something at the beginning you want to have a firm understanding of so that when
Yeah.
you do break the rules, it's done intentionally. See, oh my God, I'm never going to leave. Okay, here we go. Hold on. We got someone in the house. We want to give our respects to the man himself, Matthew Card.
Hey, Robert.
Oh,
How are you, Matt?
Not bad. I left for an hour because one of my shows was on.
Well, it's really sad that I'm not that important, and
Hey, hey, hey! What's this?
maybe it was a Star Trek show. Then
No,
it's
it was
Definitely
the
should.
sprint. What's this sprint finale for Good Trouble?
oh,
Freeform.
okay. Well, I'll give you. You know, hold on. There you go. You've redeemed yourself. No, thank you, Matt, for coming on in and saying hi. I really appreciate it. And yes, that I totally get it. When we're streaming, it's never less than an hour. So clearly,
Hey,
you're fine.
hey, at least you're not Chuck, and it goes on for 5 to 10 hours.
Oh, no,
I
we're
I
not gonna
I
grill Chuck.
I'm amazed at his endurance and stamina. Cause
Man.
it's the
wow,
M&Ms. They're not
yeah.
really M&Ms.
Oh man. Hey, that M&Ms must keep him going. It's like
Oh,
Energizer Bunny just like pop one in, it's gone.
Well, he gets the party pack, so
Hey, he
clearly.
used to jump out of airplanes because he was in the army. So I mean, it's like he has more endurance than the most of us.
There you go. Absolutely. Chuck for the win for that. He says, you'll find now you need to find a sidekick for your channel, Derek.
Oh man. It's gonna be
Maybe
a
your
month.
brother. Maybe your brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can bring my brother in. He's a
See?
little busy. He's a busy guy though.
Oh,
So
okay. All right. Well, just once in a while co-host with you, you know what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Um Rakesh says Fuji is launching XS20. Yeah, that's what we just talked about, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
that
he
one.
came in a little bit later.
Did you check it out? Have you
I haven't checked it out just yet. I haven't even looked at the specs, but it looks like it's pretty cool. I think they came out with the new they put the newer sensor in there, the newer 26 megapixel sensor rather than the 24. Uh, but other than that, I think they kind of just trying to keep it cheap. They're not going the XT5 route or anything like that. So
huh.
um,
they say that that version will be a 30% price increase over the XS10.
yeah.
How
So
do
if you
you
look
guys
at
use so many brands? Because it's like most people stay to one brand, but you guys like have multiple brands you guys use.
Well, I only use two mainly, Nikon and Fuji. Derek just happens, he shoots Fuji. He
Yeah,
shot
but you use
Nikon.
Linux,
Absolutely.
so that's free.
Well, I don't shoot Fuji, but Derek does, and I just get educated through him. Quite
Oh,
honestly, yeah, that's the only reason why I can say what I'm saying. And plus, I'm looking at a website. And
Guild by association.
but yeah,
and I've
totally.
shot Nikon before, so like I'm pretty familiar with Nikon's lenses, the older lenses and stuff like
yeah.
that.
I shot Pentax before Nikon.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I
Wow.
started in high school, so I mean, like I started in shooting in '94.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
M&Ms are
Well, look at Boz. He says M&M's a Viagra for streaming. Well,
there
hello.
you go.
And I've been doing it ever since. It's like I didn't stop.
Yeah. It's
So,
a
Uh,
sugar.
Chuck comes in. Gotta run, gentlemen. Enjoyed the show. God bless you all. See you in a live stream near you soon. Thank you, Chuck.
All right, Chuck.
well, I don't miss film at all.
Hmm. I love film still.
Thank
No,
you,
thank
Chuck.
you.
Appreciate you.
No,
Sometimes
thank
I'd
you.
like to just like fire up one of my old film cameras and just go. shoot some film, fire up a dark room, and just kind of
No,
go through the whole
Nostalgia.
experience. You know.
no, my F5 is in my display case where it stays.
I got F4Ss. I haven't touched in.
At least bring it
1,000
out
years.
to
Yeah.
at least bring it out to oil it every now and then. Don't let it rust in there.
Oh no, it doesn't rust. It's fine. It's fine.
This just stays on my shelf. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same way that people just leave them in the drawers. I mean, display
Yeah.
case no different. But that's interesting thing about he said about F4. Most people don't realize Nikon has changed their control design multiple times.
Yeah.
Because the F4S and the F5 are not the same controls.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
The F4 had dials for the shutter speed, for the ISO. It had dials on top. I mean, you can look it up, Bob, if you go online.
Old school.
Yeah, and the F5 actually started what we still use today with the Z8 and Z9. The F5 was the first with those controls.
Oh.
In 1996, the F5 came out, and it was the first with those controls. It was the F5 and F100. The F100 was the half body. And the F5 was the first pro unibody. Nikon did not have a unibody before the F5. Because the F4, like you can add different grips on, different motor drives. Like the F4S, the F4E.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had that for like film cameras.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, the F4, when you take off, when you take off the grip, it's not the S, it's just the F4.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the F4 and the F5, you can actually change the viewfinder. The whole prism comes off, and you can actually change.
Lift off the whole.
Yeah, and you can actually change the focus screen too in both the F4 and the F5.
They even had one where you could look down like you're pretending you're being Hasselblad or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The F4 and the F5 both have that, and you can change the back.
Anyway.
The back of the camera to have a multi 250 shot capacity. It was like huge.
You know, I've seen reels with that camera where you can it has the little tiny it's not tiny, but it's like the prism. The prism, you can take off the prism. It has a look down prism finder
the F5 was not small. It was the size of the Z9. It was not
it was
small.
pretty big. It's the large. Large.
Oh yeah, I mean, I actually the Z9 you could say is the size of the F5 because it shrunk from the D4, D5. The Z9 smaller.
Huh.
Wow. So it was bigger than a Z9?
No, about the same size as Z9. Cooley, do you have an F5?
It's put away in a box, but I just had the F4Ss though, but.
But yeah, and so also when you think about it, the D100 and D200 were different design of the control layout. The D100 was more like the Z6 and Z7 on the top with the mode dial that turns. And then they went to the D200 was the first with like the Z8 controls.
The Z8.
Yeah, it was the D200 that came out in 2005. 2007 was the D300. 2008 was the D700. Then 2012 was the D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got these old school film cameras right here.
That's a Kodak Arena, isn't it? Kodak Arena.
This is a Carita 36.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I got this from a flea market, and it's a German person. He had this came from Germany, and it's actually a pretty cool camera. I don't know how to use it, but I'll figure it out.
If you want to look up a cool old cameras, look up Ansco.
Ansco?
Ansco was made in Benetton. It was the factory was here in Benetton. They go back to the 1800s. Because Ansco actually merged with AFA. It was AFA Ansco. And then it got shut down in World War II because it was connected to Germany, and all the factories got shut down because of ties to Germany.
Yeah.
A lot of the camera companies were attached to Germany.
Nice.
Yeah, Matt, you know it all. I'm like learning. I'm sitting here
So-
stumped.
So, do you know any history about, what was it, Intex?
No, never heard of that one.
Eddie Nex.
Hey, do you remember the old Kawas?
No.
For like, they were like 2.25. They were like the kind of like the Yashicas, but it was like their version. And
Yeah,
it was
I have a Yashica D in my display case too.
yeah. But
TLE, TLC. The
first
Yashica
wedding
D.
I ever shot, the photographer had Kawas, and it was like a twin reflex, and he did this the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, Derek. If you want to pick up a cheap medium format, look up a Yashica D. It's sharp as anything. It's from 1958. It's phenomenal.
Plus, it had the Snyder lenses, I think, too.
I don't know. I would have to look at the front of the camera.
Yeah,
I don't know.
those
Like
things
I
had
have some.
serious glass on them.
I have some photos that I scanned, which are on my Facebook, but I can't link you because you guys don't accept links here.
You could, if you want to send a link, send it through the private chat. You can send.
How do you do private chat on this?
It should be on the left-hand side. It says there's a little icon and it says private chat. Do you see that or no?
Okay. Okay, private chat. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you can send a link and whatever communication through there.
But I don't see names on it. There's
No,
names.
you just post it. It'll just come to us four. Only us will see it. You know what I mean? Just copy and paste. It says chat.
Okay. I see it now. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me get one. Hold on.
In the meanwhile, Mosman says, I bought Jeff an Osco auto set. That was the camera John Glenn took into orbit in 1962 and took photos of the Earth.
Before I was born.
How much is that camera? How much was that? Or what do you think that camera cost would be now?
Priceless.
What are you, American Express? Priceless. That would be funny. One Asco auto set, $12 million. One astronaut visit, $5 billion.
The fuel to get the rocket going.
Yeah, several million.
Several legs and several arms.
Photo of a lifetime, priceless. I mean, that would be so cool to have one of those kind of photos. You're like, who else?
In the moon, you don't have to take your pants down. Never
mind. Those two were shot with the Yashica D. The two links I just gave you. I sent you hot links.
Holy crap!
You see it, Derek? The links?
Yeah, I see them.
Okay, there you go. Check them out.
Yeah, those were. I scanned the next. Those were shot through Yashica D back in 96, 97 ish.
Oh wow!
Oh, you can pick them up for $100 or so in good condition. Dang, he took that to the Earth, to the moon. $100. He said, it's not a popular camera, but most people know the history. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's just like connected to the history of orbiting space. Yeah. It just happened to have made it.
But a Yashica is like a Rolleiflex Fox. It's a twin lens. It has two lenses. The first lens you use to compose in the image is backwards because it's not a prism.
Got it.
So you have to know everything is on the right, is on the left, and so on.
It reminds me of the Hasselblad 500C. Those top prism.
Yeah. Anything that doesn't have a prism is backwards.
Yeah.
And the bottom lens is what actually takes the photo. So that's why it's called a twin lens. There's two lenses.
We're getting wows.
I like those reflex.
Actually, the Mimima actually made one where you could change the lenses. The Mimima C 220 and 330, you can actually get different lenses for that.
Yeah,
the Mimimas. Mimimo got bought out by but I forget who bought out Mamima. But Mamima was a big company back in the 80s and 90s.
Did Phase One buy them now?
I don't know who bought out Mamima. Chloe, do you know?
I don't know. I know Phase One is actually Capture One. I think it is, isn't it?
Phase
Yeah,
One has the program Capture One. Yeah.
Yeah, they created Capture One.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that program too.
Konica Minolta became Sony. Sony bought out Konica Minolta. That's how they got into the photography realm that we know of today.
There was one company that was banned because they were making the bomb sites, I think, for the Japanese. So they said, no, you can't. You're done. You know.
Who was that?
I forgot now.
That might have been Ansco GAF. That might have been them. But yeah, they were seized during World War II.
Yeah.
That could have been them. But yeah, no. The one company actually which actually screwed up royally and dropped the ball was Kodak. They will no, because they did not see digital coming.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I feel like Kodak. I like the Ektar. I like the Kodak Gold. I like the Portrait 400.
But it's funny because Kodak and Fuji was the first to make digital bodies because they merged with Canon and Nikon to create the ones which are basically a film body with a freaking hard drive attached.
Yeah.
So it's funny how they dropped the ball.
2 megapixels. Can you imagine an image now? 2 megapixels.
Yeah.
2 megapixels. Jeez.
The D1 is only what 2.3, 2.8, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the D1.
You can play Connect the Dot.
Yeah, the D1 was like $5,000 camera, 1999.
Yeah.
What do you think the value of that would be now? 5,000.
I looked it up one time on the
$4.99.
No. I think it's about 10 grand.
For real?
Go to inflation calculator, Derek, and look it up. Just type in inflation calculator in Google, and Robert's doing it.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you probably get them at K&H for like $20 or something now.
Yeah, you put 1999, then today's money, and then you put the value in.
Wow.
Okay. Now I'm just very curious what that would be. I'm just okay. So we got.
They keep reeling you in.
Okay, so 2023.
Yeah.
Oh wait. What year was that?
1999. It came out.
Okay. We're gonna say
just yesterday.
$5,000.
I wish it was just yesterday.
It'd be $9,100.
So I was close. I said 10.
Damn.
Yeah.
And people bought it, huh?
Oh yeah, it was the first pro digital body.
Damn, $9,100, and we're complaining about $5,500 for the Z9.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Actually, I have something to actually up this alley, which I sent to somebody. Hold on.
I mean, nobody's complaining, or whoever buys it, nobody's complaining that they spent that much. I mean, phase one, they can get up to like 30 grand. So I don't hear anybody really complaining about that.
Look what Maz said. This is a good point. Yeah, they could have dominated, huh? 100%. Kodak didn't want to see it coming. They were also they were just so invested in
here
film.
You go, Robert. The formatting's kind of screwed up, but there was everybody in the pricing.
Dang. D1H. Wow. Gosh.
I sent that to somebody a week or two.
Oh, okay. But it's just funny that like
I had to do all the homework and convert it all.
Jesus.
Wow. And we're complaining about $4,000. Puts things in perspective, I guess.
I guess we complain about our price, our class group. I'm not super rich, so if I had made a lot of money, I wouldn't be complaining either.
Yeah, only if, right? Only if.
Maybe I would play the lottery or something. Maybe.
Folks, I do have to say, after 3.5 hours, I'm gonna have to wind down. I'm getting a
Let's
little.
go for 10.
Oh man.
How about this? I'll log off and then we'll lag back on in 10 hours.
Hey, if you want to see one more cool shot, look at this shot. This was shot on film. Fuji 800
Oh.
speed press film.
Oh man, look at that
Wow.
electricity.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
cool.
gosh.
Yeah, that was shot up in the Science Museum of Photo and Industry, and actually, I made the most money out of any image from that one shot because it was in textbook for McGraw Hill.
It looked like it was expensive, that shot, because all that electricity is just everywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, I shot it with a Pentax PZ1P on the ledge in front of me, shooting bulb, because they said no flash photography back then. They did not say no photography.
Oh, got it.
It was in 2002, and they said no flash photography allowed.
All right, so you like.
So I shot bulb, and it just had on the ledge in front of me, and yeah, because I knew how to shoot long exposure from shooting fireworks and all.
So you already had continuous lighting before they started doing continuous lighting.
Yeah, it's called.
Thank
bulb.
you, Rakesh. Really appreciate you.
It's called bulb and holding it open.
Yeah.
So, all right, folks, I'm gonna have to wind down. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes are getting a little bit heavy, and I do want to say thank you. Hold on.
It's Udi for you. It's 11:30 here.
Yeah, well, 3.5 hours is still 3.5 hours. Forever. Yeah, you're right. It is early compared to you folks, but
where are you located again?
I am in Hobart, Indiana.
Oh man, he's late for him.
Midwest.
Sure.
Yes.
Hey, I'm in New York, so.
Y'all need to get some sleep.
Oh, I don't go to bed till about 2, 3 in the morning.
All right, all right. With that said, folks, please make sure you tune in next week for another episode of Let's Talk Photography. Derek, where can they find you at?
Derek Benton Photography on Instagram, and you can find me at Derek Benton Photography Facebook too.
Thanks, Maz. Awesome. Cooley, where can they find you?
Wherever I'm
on YouTube. They can find me here.
Yeah.
Find you on my stream next week.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Maz. And of course, Matt, where can they find you at? Are you on Insta?
Oh, yeah, I'm on Insta. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn and all of them. Actually, I'm on YouTube. I don't have.
Thank you, Greg.
Awesome, Greg.
I've actually had a YouTube account since 2007.
Send more money.
Hey, any little helps, man. I know. Thank you very much, everyone. And let me give him a SpongeBob real quick, okay? All right, he was there. He's not about his theme music. All right, so with that said, also, folks, make sure you go ahead and follow me on social media. Robert Silver-Photography on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and
I'm Matthew Card Photography on almost all mine.
All right, cool. We will follow you there. With that said, also, if you want to gain some more insight, feel free to follow me on Patreon. All right, I will be doing in-person free meetups for my Patreon members. We're going to be doing some photo hikes and stuff like that, as well as going over the business of photography. So go ahead over there on my Patreon. Outside of that,
you mentioned photo walks. Have you ever done the Water-Wide photo walk?
Which one?
The Water-Wide. It's the Scott Cubby one.
No, I have not. But hold on, I have to end this before the song ends. That's but I will see you all on my next live stream next Thursday. We got always something new coming up, and I got to get a new guest on for sure with Derek and I. Of course, make sure outside of you following me, go ahead and smash that like button, folks. Come on now, smash the like, the share, subscribe. Anything you can do, greatly appreciated. Of course, I am your. Hold on, let me get to my face here. I am your host, Robert Silver, and if you enjoyed this video, smash that like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notifications of upcoming videos. Until next time,
rock on, dude.
Keep shooting and stay creative. Thank you for watching.
Join me every Thursday on YouTube for another live show of Let's Talk Photography. We cover the latest news, interviews with today's industry leaders, tips, tricks, lighting, cameras, and the business of photography. My weekly live stream is all about crowd participation. You're encouraged to ask questions, talk about the cool camera gear you've got or the camera gear you want to get. Hell, you could just join our open panel discussion during our Q&A portion of the show. The cost of access to Let's Talk Photography is very, very low. For today only, I'm hosting a very low price of $3.99 to subscribe and press that bell icon to get notifications of my upcoming live streams. Now let's get back to the show.